Very pleased to meet you. I'd like to talk about exchange operation.
I see. No, is it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then you go pause, and then from men,
Man to woman, a woman to man,
from man to woman.
penis to vagina.
What would you like to know? I'd like to know it all. What
What
is
is
the
the protocol?
protocol, the price, and the time? What is that? Adam's apple reduction. Yes.
Yes. I like to know it all. What is the protocol? I like the way that it like scratches my ear.
The pricing and the time. Laryngoplasty, yes. Vaginoplasty, yes. Laryngoplasty, yes. Mammoplasty, yes. Nanoplasty. What is that? Adam's apple reduction.
Yes.
Chord.
Let's start the pod. So, ladies and gentlemen.
This is for them, not for me.
Yeah, no.
You're not telling
Listen
me.
to me. You can chime in maybe if you know.
I could chime in, but haven't you people ever heard of closing
The
these doors?
goddamn
We'll
door.
have a lot to talk about just about
Just about today.
now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, when they say there's a thing that people say, there's a saying. It's
like how in England they have.
yeah.
Tell you guys the story. Don't worry, it's a thrill. It's a thrill.
keep them on their toes. When you step on a crack,
Uh-huh.
you break your mom's back.
Oh my god, it's so good.
That's so good.
I
And
think
yeah.
that the people,
Mhm.
places, the things,
Yeah.
wicked, the
Mhm.
substance,
Mhm.
not Amelia Perez.
Leo Perez.
There's some other
Some other.
that we skip those facts.
Mhm.
Out of respect, not just for our personal mothers,
Yeah.
but like
Out of respect to all the mothering mothers, mother.
mother. Yeah,
Of the
all the
world.
things that we consider mother.
Yes. We will skip those cracks till the day we
If
die.
if we stepped on a crack, can you imagine how much the world would lose?
I know.
How many bats?
Lady Gaga.
Lady got Adele.
Adele.
Lady
Okay.
die in her grave. Back. Um. How you been, girl?
How have I been? I've been chill. This has been my week.
It's been a week.
It's been my week.
It's
yeah.
been it hasn't been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week. Yay. Okay, week.
This week's done. We're happy, but not in a way of like we couldn't wait.
Yeah, it was a genuinely
It
good.
was a week,
Yeah.
and it happened. It didn't make us weak.
Exactly.
What would you like to talk about?
Well, I started doing yoga
Uh huh.
and I started walking to and back from work.
What's the most important thing?
What is the most important thing?
You got your haircut.
Well, I
today.
wasn't getting to that.
Don't get to that. Don't get to that now.
Right now.
Guys,
I walked
she
in.
got a bob.
I got a bob, and you know what's so funny? The only reason why is I had a dream,
She had a dream.
and I was so it's
Tell me, Martin Luther King.
dream. I was sleeping next to him, and we're laying in bed, and I'm dreaming, right?
She cut my hair yesterday.
Yeah, I cut his hair. So maybe my brain was just like, oh, cutting hair here. And in the dream, I was cutting my own hair, and I
And
remember
your hair, because of all the dye, because
Yeah.
of the
Lady Di,
because of the
Blanche,
because of the blanching, because of the bleaching,
Yeah.
because of the bleaching was
Bleaching.
so like
dead.
crusty,
Crusty,
and,
musty, awful. So every time it would like air dry or something, it would be huge and it's curly. So I always was like, "Oh my god, I'm so caring."
and then the dead part would be like
Just awful.
straight and flat
Yeah.
and not curly, just being like.
Please just get rid of me. No, but I'm in the dream, and I remember I'm cutting my own hair, and you're there, and for some reason I can take the hair off my head and put it onto yours,
Like a Lego.
like literally like a Lego. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put it on yours now, so I can do the back. So I do the back, and I turn around, and I turn back around to you, and you're like, oh, I did it this way. I like it better. You look at yourself, and I'm bald, and I thought it was hilarious. And then I woke up being like, today is the
I
day.
like because okay, you were. Let me explain to the audience because I see it. You know.
Yeah.
You were originally black, and then
Yeah.
you try to bleach it to get and then it's kind of orangey.
Yeah.
And now your roots that have not been black are blonde, but
Yeah.
that the lower part is orangey.
Yeah.
So it goes kind of from blonde to orange.
Yeah.
And it's not
It's
full
like
orange.
a honey blonde
It's
almost.
like a honey blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's not an orange like
Yeah, yeah,
you know. It's a very like
It's slightly more orangey than a honey blonde, but
Orange,
very slightly.
orange
Yeah.
brown, kind of that.
Yeah.
And it just looks great, and your hair has volume and life in it.
Yeah, it's back. I'm back, baby. Let's go.
No, I saw you. You turned around to me, and I said, without thinking, I was just like, Stella got her groove back.
So I got her. I got up and I was like, oh my god.
You were so like, dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, we gotta.
Get out of here.
Don't you want to judge me just a little bit?
Not my style.
Uh-huh.
No, I walked in there
I
like,
gotta die, but it's like before, you know, it's my usual hair.
Yeah,
I didn't do
you're-
a change. You did a change.
I did a change. It's big, but I
Big?
big.
Is he moving to wheels? The TikTok ban happened this week.
I know for the full of 12 hours.
Yeah, for the and also for the Americans.
Yeah. I was just the only thing I was afraid when it comes to TikTok ban is like if they pull through with it completely, who's gonna make all the edits?
Yeah.
That one for me was like, I know it's a 14-year-old girl in
My
Wisconsin.
thing is okay. I'm not saying I'm a better person because I don't have TikTok. It's not that. It's not that I'm off TikTok, so I'm like
Yeah.
the world would benefit, but the music industry would definitely benefit.
Yeah.
Not to make songs for TikTok.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that.
Yeah.
My favorite was somebody posted "No One Wants the Wicked"
Mhm.
and said like "Grinder next." It was the scene of Ariana Grande like torching the thing, and she's like, We'll listen to the soundtrack like 14 times
I
today.
know, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. Like there will never be a moment where I'm like, oh, I'm over it.
No,
Not a single one. How's your week?
it was fine. I want to talk about.
Talk about.
I want to talk about my English friends.
Okay, talk about your English, man.
I usually work for German, like tech support, right?
Mhm.
One day, my supervisor, actually the supervisor from like the British area, is like, "You're gonna go with the British people today," and I'm like, "Okay." They don't have anybody, you know. I'm gonna join. I was waiting for a call for an hour. I get the first call. Hello. Your charger just shocked me. And I was so like, great. And I was like, can you give me your serial number? And he gives me his serial number, and I look through everything, and I'm like, well, how did it shock you? Like, where did you touch it? What happened? Because of the gum surrounding the wires
Mhm.
shouldn't be. Well, there's exposed wires, and I was like, oh, that's out of our support. And I was already being like, oh, you're outside of the warranty. Throw that.
Yeah.
And I was like, throw that cable away, and well, you buy yourself a new one to the number shop. He's like, no, your device hurt me. And I was like, well, how did it happen? And he's like, I touched exposed wiring. And I was like, oh, sir, even if you were in the warranty, that's an out of warranty
Yeah.
service. But it's flimsy. And I'm like, sir, this is out of warranty. There's no way I can give
Yeah.
you anything done. And he's like, I'd like to speak to a manager. And I'm like, there's no way I can speak. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way I can forward.
There's not gonna be a house, stupid slut.
And I'm like, there's no way I can forward you to a manager. And he's like, so you're saying that there's no higher up than you? And I'm like, sir, you are not listening to me.
I would have been like, yeah. I own this.
I am Mr. Lenovo.
Nice to meet. Hello, very nice to meet you.
I'd like to talk about Lenovo chargers. And he's just like, this is a scam. Would you? And because I'm being a bit like, no, there's no like, you gotta.
Yeah, I gotta get a new one.
Yeah, there's no way in hell. I mean, I didn't say no way in hell, but I'm being like,
Yeah.
no. And he's like, what can I do? And I'm like, no.
No.
Can I do this?
No.
Can you start a case?
No.
Can you talk to a manager? I could say, and he would tell me,
No.
So, and he's like, you're just telling me no. And I'm like, sir, there's nothing else I can tell you here. And he's like, if an elderly person were to contact you, would you talk the same? And I was like, I would explain to them that this is an out of warranty situation, and that even in the warranty, this would be an out of warranty situation. And if they didn't listen to me, I would talk the same way I'm being to you now,
Exactly.
being like,
Yeah,
you're not
fuck.
listening
Yeah.
to me. Like, and he's like, this is a travesty. This is a
That's to be at best.
That's to be at best. And I'm just like, this is my first call in this part. So I was so like, oh. And he was like, this is a. He didn't ask for my name. Germans usually do.
Yeah. I'm gonna write this down. Thing is, okay, you're gonna ask me for my name, and then what?
Yeah.
You're gonna call back and be like,
I
"Oh, this
just
person."
spoke to Selma and in your case, somebody from the other side of the room being like, "Oh, Selma."
So fucking stupid.
No, he's like, "I'm never buying a Lenovo again," and I was like, "Your
Oh,
choice."
yeah. How will we ever live?
A double-edged sword. Because in German, I'm much more professional, but still, even there, I'm like, no, no I do the
Yeah, no.
hey, there's, I don't want to. And he's like, you're just telling me no, and I'm like, would you prefer if I told you like a soft no? Would you prefer
Yeah,
if I was semi lying to you, being like, maybe you can do
yeah,
this, sir? There's nothing you can do in this situation.
yeah.
There
What do you
genuinely
want
is
from me?
nothing, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that
Hmm.
there is, and that there is a possibility that
Yeah,
you could get a new charger or that you could get a case from this.
yeah.
Like,
And
I'm not going to sit down and lie to you, and I'm telling you no. And
no is no.
I
No
forgot
means no,
I
sir.
forgot the best part. I'm sorry. I almost finished the story without saying the best part. And he goes like, "Well, in England, because I think he was like, oh, an outsider." And he's
Yeah.
like, "We have this saying in England: the customer's always right." And I was like, "That's a saying said worldwide, and the full quote is actually the customer is right in matters of taste. So in case you were buying from me and you wanted a charger that's blue, I'd be like, sure."
Okay.
I cannot judge your tastes, but I am
I can
here.
judge your intellect, which I'm
I
doing right
I am
now.
here with a rule book, and that rule book says that I don't can't give you a charger, and that there is no way that I can give you a charger. And that he's like, that's stupid. And I'm like, go cry in your exposed wiring.
Take it up with the queen. I don't care.
King.
King. I saw this thing and I hate that it was like fake news because it was like King Charles files for divorce, and I was like that would be so perfect. I would love
Camilla.
nothing from Camilla. Yeah,
Would be so.
so funny. Uh,
Mm,
what else?
Oscar nominees were announced.
Okay, Wicked,
Wicked,
obviously.
yeah,
Yeah,
great.
Amelia.
Did we talk about the elephant in the room? Did we talk about the vaginoplasty in the room?
Should have bust in the room.
Let
I
me
think. Okay.
here's talk. I gotta find my poem.
Okay. Here's the problem for me. You won the Golden Globes.
Sure,
Fine.
pity award.
It's whatever. Golden Globes are sold and bought anyway. You're gonna get nominated for an Oscar. 13 different nominations.
If
Chances are you're gonna win at least one.
yeah, you know who's an
Please.
Oscar winner,
Who?
and I feel like deservedly so because they won for best makeup and costume design.
Hmm.
The first Suicide Squad movie.
You know.
That's hilarious.
Fine.
Um, I'm very clenching my asshole for animated movies because
Hmm.
it's good to good to good.
Mm.
It's the Wild Robot. It's Wallace and Gromit. I really want Wallace and Gromit to win. They already have one. I think they deserve that. But Wallace and
Okay.
Gromit is. I didn't watch it yet, but it's the return of that fucking penguin,
Hmm.
and that fucking penguin is the most terrifying thing ever.
Okay.
A poem.
A poem.
The Oscar nominations for Amelia Perez were not only announced this morning by Bowen Yang and Rachel Sennett. Each of them was also specifically delivered to my home via a singing telegram who broke into my house at 6 a.m. and kicked me in the balls 13 times while whisper singing off key.
By Miss
Katya,
Only Katya.
Katya Zamolodchikova.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's so like, first of all, it's written by a Frenchman who doesn't speak Spanish or English properly.
Yeah.
They offered like, "Hey, we should learn more about Mexican culture," and he said, "No, I know enough."
Also would be me.
Who are you, Gwen Stefani?
Oh,
I,
that is the protocol.
yes, yes, yes. And it's a shame because like Zoe Saldana is nominated, and I'm like, sure. I love Zoe Saldana. She acts well, but like not for that.
Yeah, just
Imagine getting an Oscar for your worst thing.
that's the thing.
Imagine your Oscar sitting there, and you're like,
Yeah, imagine Meryl Streep won an Oscar for like a. I can't. I realized half through that sentence, I was like, nope, there's not gonna be an end to this. You know what I mean? Like,
imagine for a whitening strips commercial.
yeah. Just what are we talking about?
Yeah. Um. Okay. Who do you? Let me read you.
Okay, read me.
You tell me who you want to win for what.
Okay.
I feel like some of them you haven't seen, all of them, but let me just. We'll read them and we'll say each other who wants to win.
Okay.
Let me just say that Amelia Perez and the Brutalist should be disqualified for using AI.
Okay, what did they?
The Brutalist used AI on his voice to give him a Hungarian accent.
Wow.
He is nominated for Best Actor.
Get fucked.
Get
No.
fucked. Like Adrian Brody, I like you. That's cheap.
Yeah, that's not
And
it.
they used in a movie about architecture. They used AI to finish the architecture, like
Come on.
mock-ups and shit
Yeah.
like that. So I'm like, it should be brought into
Illegal.
place. Wicked is the only musical that didn't use AI.
There you go. But they planted those fucking tulips. How many?
The billions.
Billions.
No, and I'm not being funny.
Like there is like a million at least.
It was a really good. Wait, not this one. What's the one that I opened?
Hmm.
Okay.
People. All right, go.
Best Picture.
Mhm.
Honora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, Wicked.
The substance.
You would do The Substance over Wicked.
Best picture.
Yeah, this is
Is
Best
that
Picture.
like a general like
This is the like you are the movie,
the movie?
the movie of the
Okay.
year. I don't think
I
I'd
feel
do.
like Wicked should win for. Do they have like a separate like
They'll
musical?
they'll have more. And they don't have musical.
Okay.
They have one Best Picture and then they have like documentary and animated
Yeah,
film
yeah,
shit
yeah.
like that.
Okay.
I feel like I can't properly speak on this. Dune maybe.
I haven't seen it, but you know you like it. I trust you.
It's prestige. It's very
Yeah.
prestigious without being nothing. You know,
Yeah.
there's sci-fi can be very prestigious, and when it is, it blows everything out of the water. So, but it's my thing with Dune is religious trauma
Mm-hmm.
because it's based on the Muslim
Yeah.
religion. I love watching it with Rehana. There was a scene where Zendaya approaches Timothy Chalamet's character,
Mhm.
and then Rehana just goes like, "Women aren't allowed in that part of the mosque." Yelling.
So funny because you just imagine like a random person, not knowing nothing, just walking up to the director like, "You're dumb." You know, that's it. But we know
it's
more.
not like actually Muslim.
Yeah.
It's not actual like they're not covered
No,
or
but-
anything, but it's so like it's Muslim
You're
inspired.
not allowed there.
Okay, best actor, Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. No.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. I think it's that Bob Dylan movie. He should get it for Dune, not
Yeah.
for A Complete Unknown.
Yeah.
Coleman Domingo and Sing Sing, Ralph Finesse, Conclave, and Sebastian Stan The Apprentice. Sebastian Stan played Donald Trump.
Okay.
I'll go with I didn't see it, but I'll go with Ralph Fiennes. He's Voldemort, but he's like a very good actor outside of that. Very Is it Fazlinovich? Like
Yeah.
he's known for Is it, but he's a
Yeah.
genuine actor. So I'm guessing here. Okay, here is a conversation that we have to have.
Okay.
This is
All
why
right.
I asked you.
Hit me.
Best actress.
Mm-hmm.
Carla Sofia gets out for Amelia Perez. Should I stop there?
Yeah.
Mickey Madison for Honora. She was Ghostface in one of
Okay.
the screams. She's the one who's like, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here, and then we have Cynthia Erivo for Wicked.
Yes.
And I should stop there. No, Demi Moore, The Substance.
See
Who? Demi Moore.
Okay.
I'm being honest
See,
with
I
Demi
agree
Moore.
with you. I think I would go Best Picture Wicked and then Demi Moore to go for Best
Demi Moore to go for Best Actress because Demi Moore turned it up. Because Best Picture, okay, there's some parts of Substance that are like silly that did not
Yeah.
the like Academy would be like, this is too silly.
Yeah, too haha. Wicked is
Demi
all
Moore.
through.
Demi
Demi
Moore.
Moore did it. Did her big one with this one.
The scene,
the
scene of smudging her
yeah.
makeup. It's like, here you go.
But here's also a thing: Cynthia Erivo, like, if it was somebody else nominated from Wicked, sure.
Best Supporting Actress.
Okay.
Monica Barbera, Complete Unknown. Felicity Jones, The Brutalist. Isabella Rossellini, Conclave. Zoe Saldana, Emilia Perez. Ariana Grande, Wicked. Definite Ariana. Give it to Ariana.
Give it to Ariana right now.
Right now, she threw that torch.
Yeah.
She could have spent the rest of the movie filing her nails in the corner.
Yeah.
But she did. No one wants the Wicked, and that's where you should go.
Here
you go.
you go.
You don't have to watch the full movie. Watch the first 15 minutes. Hear her say, "Yes, the Wicked Witch of the West is dead."
No, she definitely again did her big one. I don't want to
But
not
that's for
give anything to Cynthia Erivo.
that's for best supporting actress.
Yeah.
Give Cynthia Erivo
The Oscar for the movie.
yeah.
Give her.
No, but my thing is, I think Demi Moore played a much more harder character
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
Elphaba. Elphaba is a very like I'm tortured and there is
Yeah.
layers to her, but there's
Yeah, it's a cut clean
Demi
thing.
Moore. She doesn't talk a lot.
Yeah. She's just
There's a lot in her, just how she
Yeah.
acts and holds herself,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm like, give it to
Yeah.
Demi. Give it to Demi 1,000
Yeah.
billion%. Also,
Do you think the people who made The Substance thought it would get to this point?
no,
Because you make a movie like that, you think it's gonna be campy.
yeah.
You know, I think people are gonna be like, "Oh, this is like,
Yeah.
you know."
My thing is there's a lot of sub movies. I didn't like The Challengers,
Yeah.
but I'm like, it is a good movie.
Yeah, it's like
And
Challengers, Amelia Perez.
He didn't get Best Director.
Yeah.
And you saw that scene where they're playing tennis and the camera is the ball.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
And he didn't get Best Director
Yeah.
or Best Cinematography or Best Sound Design.
Yeah.
But um, uh, because it's the same sound designer as The Substance, so it's very like electronic. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Best supporting actor Yura Borisov,
Mm-hmm.
Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain. He's the brother of the Home Alone guy,
Okay.
and I think I want to watch
Nepo
A Real
brother.
Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown. Guy Pearce the Brutal is Jeremy Strong the Apprentice. I'll give it to Kieran Culkin. I didn't see A Real Pain. We didn't. Well, let's just say this.
We've seen The
The
Substance.
Substance and Wicked, and both of those movies we saw 20 times.
Yes, and
So
we
we
saw parts of Amelia Perez
Yeah.
unwillingly.
Best directing: Sean Baker, Anora, Brady Corbet, The Brutalist, James Manigault, A Complete Unknown, Jacques Emilia Perez,
Mhm.
and Carly Forgot, The Substance. The Substance,
Substance.
1,000%. There, it should if Challengers was on there, I'd say Challengers over The
Okay.
Substance because it's much more interesting,
okay.
interestingly directed to me. Best adapted screenplay, I don't think we care. Best original screenplay, I don't think
Yeah.
we care. Best international feature. That's the thing. Amelia Perez is on here. They have 13 Oscar nominations. They gotta win Best International Feature.
Yeah.
I don't get adding like if an indie movie is in Best Picture and then being like also award for Best Indie movie.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the one who's in Best Picture.
Sure. Yeah.
Best animated feature. Here we go. This is my area.
This is very.
There's Flow. I haven't seen it yet, but it's about a cat, so
Yeah.
that they won the Golden Globe. Inside Out 2, Pixar sequels. Memoir of a Snail. It's just a snail with little shoes, and she's played by Money Please.
Oh, I love her. I love her. I love her.
I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely. Wallace and Gromit: Avengers Most Foul.
Yeah.
And then A Wild Robot, made by the guy who made Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I am giving up my Lilo and Stitch roots here, but Wallace and Gromit is. Wallace and Gromit are the guys who did the like. If you ask me, this was awesome. Awesome? Yes. Somebody awesome around. And the best joke of all time. Oh yes, madame, we'll be there in an. Aww. Best documentary. Best documentary should be
Wicked.
A Curtain Rises on Defying Gravity.
Yes.
Best editing, we don't care. Best cinematography, Dune Part 2 is here, and Nosferatu is on best cinematography. Nosferatu, definitely, it does very interesting things with the camera. Best production design, Wicked. The Wicked
Yeah.
1 billion.
Percent.
There's Nosferatu here. It was very good, but Wicked, they planted those tulips.
Planted those tulips.
There's
The one are we
barely any
talking about?
CGI. Like there's,
Yeah.
best costume design. There's Wicked, but like Nosferatu for me,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
Nosferatu looks
Yeah.
great. Best original score. Why is Wicked here? Because it's not an original score.
Original score. Like what score?
When me and you are talking, and in the back is
Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe it's different.
maybe it's not.
Yeah.
on
Maybe
stage,
it's not.
so
From,
yeah.
yeah.
But it's a lot of it's just the music.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
weird that it's on there. And the Wild Robot, an animated feature, is on the original score. So I'm like, give it, give. Best original song, El Mal, Emilia Perez. I wish it was Vaginal
Me
Plasty.
too.
I wish,
Then I'd be like, you know what? Yeah.
and I wish they perform it at the
Mhm.
Oscars.
Yep.
Hello, very nice to meet you. I'd like to talk about sex change operation. I see, I see, I see.
What else songs? What song?
But this is original, so there's no Wicked.
Okay, but
Okay. The Journey, Like a Bird, Mi Camino, Emilia Perez, Never Too Late, from Elton John's Never Too Late. Best live action short, best animated short, best documentary short, best makeup and hairstyling, Wicked.
Mhm.
Wicked. Nosferatu could be there too. Sure. Oh no 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 no! The substance. The substance. The
Oh yeah, yeah,
Monster Electro Sue.
yeah.
Monster Electro Sue.
Beautiful.
Best sound, Wicked.
Mhm.
Just for that.
I
Best,
love her.
best visual effects, Alien Romulus, Better Man, Doom Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. There's 3 movies with monkey designs. And that doesn't run. So Better
Beautiful.
Man, the Robbie Williams autobiography, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked.
Yeah.
My favorite is people coming to like either Wicked or Planet of the Apes and then
Mhm.
taking a picture of like the monkey flying or the monkey ripping off the face, and they're like, "What's Robbie doing?" First, we would like a fell swoop for Wicked and the Substance.
Yeah.
There's movies here to be watched, but we're also not always in the mood for prestige.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's normal. Like
Yeah. It's not gonna be like.
the people who vote themselves don't watch the movies, except Kristen Dunst.
Mhm. Decide who gets to vote on those.
I don't know.
That's my
Because Kristen Dunst like does, and she's not
yeah.
a prestigious.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like.
But they asked her like, "Do you watch all the movies?" And she goes like, "Yeah, that's my job."
Mhm.
Being like, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
other ones
Yeah,
who
who
don't."
don't. It's like, how are you gonna? What? That makes zero
Because
sense.
you do the same as me. Oh, I heard,
Yeah, but come on.
Kieran. No, but I'm
You're
saying
giving
like,
somebody a like.
but I'm saying like here, it's like, oh, I heard that Kieran guy's good
Yeah.
this season. Let's give it to Kieran.
She's so fucking crazy.
Okay, but I want to watch Anora. I have it downloaded.
Mhm.
Anora is like a romance comedy drama, and with her and she's
Yeah.
the guy watched Wicked. The guy watched Scream and he was like, I gotta give her a movie.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's like, I'd never hear the end of it.
Mm.
I mean, you'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Anora was made because of me.
So.
So the Brutalist, no, I'm not supporting AI. Complete unknown. What's that? Oh, that's the Bob Dylan one.
Yeah.
Conclave, maybe. Yeah, that's the one with Ralph Fiennes, and it's about like priests.
Yeah.
Sure. Uni Part 2. I watched the second one without watching the first one. I kept up so nicely.
Yeah.
I was like, the first one is so unnecessary,
Yeah.
except for Oscar Isaac being naked on a table. Emilia Perez. I mean, how haven't?
Yeah.
Why haven't?
Why not?
You did ask me like I want to watch bad musicals.
Yeah.
And you were like
let's do
Joker, Poliadu, and Emilia
Yeah.
Perez, and I was like, I don't want to touch Emilia Perez with her 10-foot pole. What's I'm Still Here? I'm Still Here is, oh, it looks, I see a picture of a family, and I'm like, you got me.
Yeah.
Loving family negotiates the horror of Brazil's military rule. No, you hear the words.
Ain't gonna
You
happen.
hear the words military,
Nope.
and John is running out. Nickel Boys.
Is that about Nickelback? By
Colson,
Nickelback.
Colson Whitehead novel becomes intensely moving story of a racist reform school. That
Okay.
sounds good. I want like a weird unknown twist,
Yeah, yeah.
like Moonlight one.
Uh huh. And
I
it was
want
like
that.
a who?
The
I
substance.
didn't like Moonlight though. I
liked
watched it.
I
I
liked
watched it
it.
after they won, and I was like, okay, let's see what the
It's a
what the
it's a
bigger who
prestigious.
is.
Like it's very prestige.
Prestige. I
Maybe-
think only I gotta
Maybe
say
it's because you are a gay boy at heart, but not at the outside.
yeah. I think it was because when I watched it, it was like low quality,
Oh, okay.
and that like
No,
threw
no,
me
no,
off.
no. It's very
Oh,
like the beauty of it is
Uh-huh.
also the beauty of growing
Yeah.
up. It was also for me. Okay, let's be candid here. I know that it's a beautiful movie about a beautiful story about a beautiful life. I get it. I get it. I understand it absolutely. Also understand that I was trapped in an island called Juar with my parents with no Wi-Fi, and they went somewhere, and I watched the movie. and they ended up jacking each other off. Did I have to pause and rewind? Did I have to do a few things? But I saw that. Yeah, I get it. It's an artsy movie. It's not meant to be sexualized. But guys,
Come on now.
guys. Anyways,
So in a public place, I was like, okay, get it.
oh yeah, on the
The
beach.
beach.
Love. I mean, okay.
Yeah,
The Substance and Wicked.
yeah.
We should watch them.
Wait, I mean, hey, it's
I
only
heard that-
fair,
I
right?
heard that Wicked's good.
I think maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's fun. We went to the. I mean, I went to the theater being like, be good, but I'm expecting like a mediocre
It was
musical.
funny as soon as it opened, we both went.
No, it's we didn't talk about this when we did Wicked, but I watched the trailer and I was like, this trailer doesn't look the greatest.
Yeah.
Ariana, I know that she's gonna try really hard for this role.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how good she'll do, but I
Yeah.
expect her drive and her
Yeah.
inspirations. And there's a it's recorded on this podcast that I wasn't like, why didn't you give it to Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
And I was like, they'll do
They'll
a
do
good
the best that they can.
they'll do a good defying gravity. Right?
Yeah.
We walked in. She said the Wicked Witch of the West is dead. And it did the and we were like, oh my god.
Jesus.
We genuinely said I think we genuinely said, oh, this is good. And then the camera went over the rainbow and I grabbed your face and I was like, cause somewhere over the rainbow. And then
The show.
at the end, and she was like, "That's so adorable." And then we started crying.
Yeah,
We
it was
just-
instant. Like,
tears, like
instant
just-
tears. I will never get over Wicked.
Never, ever.
Ever.
Like Barbie is like great,
Yeah.
but I was like,
There's gonna be something. there.
eventually it's gonna be like Legally Blonde, where I'm like, I love this movie. I'm
Yeah.
glad you have not seen Barbie. Let's sit down and
Yeah.
watch it. If somebody tells me they didn't watch Wicked, I'm snapping that.
Absolutely. Stomping.
They-
Boots.
they don't-
Boots. Boots.
They'll see me defying gravity.
Yeah.
They won't be
Defying
able.
death.
They won't be able to tell them how I'm defying gravity.
Exactly. Because they'll
They'll
be
be
dead.
The Brutalist, Complete Unknown, Sing Sing. What's Sing Sing?
I don't know.
Sing Sing review. Coleman Domingo is larger than life in big-hearted prison drama. Don't give me like a black prison drama because I'll get sad.
Yeah.
Have you seen This Is Us or something like that?
I think I know about what you're talking about.
It's like some kids get 4 black teenagers or like late teenagers get like they assault. I mean, they don't.
Yeah,
like
but-
they get framed for assaulting a woman.
Okay.
And it's the worst. I watched it with Amanda. It's so horrendous. It's like how the policemen all try and
Yeah.
like, make them go like, yeah, they did
They
it, but
did-
I
I
just
didn't.
watched or
Mhm.
something like that. And they don't know each other's names. There's one guy who's like mentally challenged who wasn't even there. He
Yeah.
was like they were in the same woods. He wasn't there. He was just like, oh, I'm gonna go because my friend got asked to the police station. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, come in, let's interrogate. And
Mm.
his episode is the worst. It has a bit of a white savior moment that I love, but cancel me. They put him in solitary to like save him,
Yeah.
and he gets friends with this like white guard who's like who believes that he didn't do anything, and he gives him a chia pet. He was like, "What do you want from anything?" And he was like, "I want a chia pet, chia." And he gives him like a Bob Ross thing, and it's oh my god! And then at the end, they all come out and they're like, it's kind of like a good Ryan Murphy production.
Yeah.
It's very OJ versus the People.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah.
similar emotions to OJ versus
Yeah.
the People. Where it's like real life, well made.
Mhm.
The Apprentice. It's the Donald Trump story. 2 stars out of 5. But it would be interesting to see where Trump got it. Like, I mean, he didn't get his start; he got his money. But like,
Yeah. A small loan of $1 million.
A Real
Idiot.
Pain seems great. A Real Pain. Jesse Eisenberg's sauntering Holocaust tour comedy is a masterpiece.
Okay.
See, give me a Holocaust tour comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I loved. Did you watch Jojo Rabbit? Oh my god! It's this little boy who fell into Nazi propaganda. So
Okay.
he's like, "I'm a Nazi," and
Yeah.
his imaginary friend is Hitler, and it's made by I forget his name. Even if I said it, you don't know him.
Okay.
But he's like a movie director, and he's obviously like he's Jewish or something. But
Yeah.
and then he plays Hitler, and he's like, "You got to show the Jews how to do it." And not Natalie Portman, not Keira Knightley.
Oh, then I don't know. It's instantly I went.
In my
Keira
head,
Knightley.
there's like she's close to them because
Okay.
she's like a good actress, but then she played in like bad movies. We bought a zoo. We bought a zoo. Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Scarlett Johansson. She's in that. She's his mom.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I forgot that she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Like that movie brought it back.
Mhm.
She's his mom, and he's like, "Mom, why do you dance?" Because we know we are alive. And there's that scene like she's always dancing, and she's like on a higher thing, so he always looks at her shoes.
Yeah.
And then at one moment, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. At one moment, he's looking at something, and he turns around, and there's like a place in the main area where like the people who save Jews and who protest Nazi, they like, get hung, and he turns around, and it's his mom's shoes.
Oh no!
And he doesn't know how to tie them, so he tries to tie them.
No!
And it's the movie the whole time is so like, haha, look at this, like that.
No!
The worst.
No!
The gas by gas. Fuck the Oscars. I think it also didn't win it. But I would like to watch A Real Pain. It looks fun. And I love Jesse Eisenberg.
God,
What else? It's stupid.
I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it at all.
September 5. I don't know. September 5. The girl. Oh, this is international. Animated feature. I'm gonna watch all of them. Oh, Maria was snubbed. Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah.
Um,
People haven't seen it, but like
people are. I've heard very like on Twitter. It was like, oh my god, the Oscars snubbed her because she supports Palestine. And then the comments are like, no, they snubbed her because the movie sucks and it's about.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is it?
I don't know. We'll watch
Twittering.
Yeah.
We'll watch it and form our own
Yeah.
opinion. But honestly, let's say it now. We will be. What's the word?
We're gonna be popular.
What's the word when you can't be
Biased. We're gonna be
We're
biased.
gonna be so biased
We're gonna be so
because she's
It's
gonna come.
edgy.
She's gonna come in and she's gonna sing, and I'm gonna be like, oh my.
No, for me it's gonna be. Oh my god, it's Angelina. There's no.
What's your Angelina Jolie?
I
role?
think
Like,
the Angelina Jolie role that I always like think of when I think of her is Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
okay,
You
I
know?
love that. Movie.
Yeah, me too.
And
But
it's so fun, and also I think that the agents that were working for them also should have fallen in
Yeah,
love with each other.
and that would have been adorable.
Yeah, show now, like not with them,
Uh-huh.
obviously, but like I heard it's really good.
Yeah, I
in this-
mean, like, yeah, I saw. But I don't know. She's just ethereal to me. Like you look at her, and I'm like, there isn't. And I
Do
don't
you
care what your
remember-
opinion is. She is the most beautiful woman on the planet.
Definitely, she's like objectively
the most
the most
beautiful.
perfect woman. Like, oh my god, but she looks too anorexic. I don't give a shit.
No,
Find a
like-
picture when she was a bit chubby. I don't like.
Like whatever. Like at any point. Like sure, me personally, would I pick Kate Blanchett? Yes.
Yeah.
But like I can look past that and realize that,
She is
Angelina Jolie
pretty-
is the most
prettier than
beautiful
Kate Blanchett.
human.
I
and
love-
just all together, like beautiful soul.
And she made
smart.
Maleficent. Like,
Yeah.
I love Maleficent as a movie because of her. Like
Yeah.
if it were anybody else, because that scene of her getting her wings ripped off,
Yeah.
and she makes the most cringe cliche. Because like Lady Gaga does a lot of cringe cliche, and it's like, oh, it's gagsy. It's Lady
cute,
Gaga.
Yeah.
When she goes like, yeah, it was actually about women getting raped. I'm like, yes, it was. I'm not being like, oh, you're being so like,
Yeah.
why? Why are you being so?
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's like, yes,
Yes.
I feel it. I feel it in my
Mhm.
heart. Also, out and proud bisexual woman.
Yeah. Right.
My favorite is when she was like actor on actor with Cynthia Erivo, and she's like,
Well,
I wanted to talk to you, and I can't wait to talk to you off camera. And then Cynthia's like blushing, and people are like, oh my god, the flirting. And then somebody was like, oh no, she wants to adopt her. I do love Angelina Jolie. She is just the woman.
and like
So-
continuously throughout her whole life kept doing the right like she was here in fucking 7 to being like, hey guys, this happened. Look at
No,
this.
she,
Made a movie about
pro,
like
and actively pro Palestine,
yeah.
and
and has
actively,
been before the whole thing broke out.
and never been like never succumbed to misinformation.
Yeah, her thing, she's never fake with anything. She's
Yeah.
not doing like, yeah, I love Palestine. What's Palestine? Like, she's been there.
And they tell me I have to do the fucking Palestine. and then I post free Palestine, and then they tell me that I'm too outspoken,
Stupid.
um, but Angelina. For me, when I think Angelina Jolie, I think a role in a movie that I don't know the name of,
Hmm.
but it was like on RTL,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's Morgan Freeman is the chef, is the boss of their like assassination rogue, right?
Okay.
And there's a guy who like he has a gun and he shoots it and the bullets hit each other.
I do
So
know
he had
that.
like a special talent.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a scene at the end where he finds out that it's all fake and because they're searching through some threads to
Yeah.
find names. And then Morgan Freeman goes like, all of your names were on there. What do you want me to
Yeah.
like do? And then they're all standing in a circle and Angelina Jolie is like with the main guy and he has to go and she does like a spin and shoots the gun and then the bullet goes through everybody's heads and she stands for it to hit her as well.
Yeah.
And I was so like, oh my god.
Mother! Mother! But also, okay, I have two more. Girl Interrupted, which we're not going to talk about ever.
Shut the fuck up.
And, oh my God, what's the name? It's a woman's name, not Maria. You know, it's that one of those.
Tomb Raider, Lara Croft.
Gia.
Oh, Gia.
Gia.
Erotic, so I'm like,
Yeah, I've
leave
seen
me
it.
out of
Not
the pool.
really.
Oh, I saw
It's
that.
really
I
not.
saw the genre erotic.
It's really not.
Okay,
Like, oh
good.
no, there's like
But it's
maybe a sex scene at some
It's a
point, but
biography,
it's not.
right?
Hmm.
Let's go through Angelina Jolie movies.
But I've seen
The
that
episode
one.
just ends up being about Angelina.
Like,
God, she's beautiful. The first thing that comes out is Maleficent, and I think that's
Yeah.
hilarious. So there's Maleficent, Maria, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It's good because it's like fun.
fun. It's for me the only action movie that I love.
Yeah, Wanted is the one,
Mm.
the one with the guns.
Okay.
Lara Croft, Tomb Raider,
Yeah.
Original Sin. My thing is, you thought that wasn't a game.
I just thought about that's an Angelina Jolie movie. Yeah, I know. I know
was
about fiction. You're talking about.
Eternals, Girl Interrupted, Salt. There's Gia,
Yeah.
The Tourist.
The Tourist was awful, I hear.
Really? Okay.
People are really making fun of it,
I
but
feel like my mom would love it.
I did like all the like YouTube shorts I've seen of it. I liked it.
Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Um, no, I'm working.
Daddy's working.
The Bone Collector. I feel like
Okay.
I like that. Taking Lives, Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage, and then her best movie, Shark Tale.
Mm-hmm.
Shark Tale looking insanely bad animated.
Okay.
Hackers. Look at the profile for Hackers. I'm just gonna censor a movie that I want to talk about, but like, look at the picture for Hackers.
Love.
It's
It's Castle.
It's a skull on
on a computer.
yeah. And then we have not talked about the most important role she has ever played, Tigress and Kung Fu Panda.
Yes. God, I was attracted to that tiger.
I was attracted to the snake, even though it was a woman.
Mm.
But she could slut her in.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's.
I
I
was
was really.
I was attracted to Tai Lung, but like if you're being honest, I was like the snake's cunty,
Yeah.
but Tai Lung is Tai Lung. Challenging Those Who Wish Me Dead, Alexander by the Sea, The Unforgivable, Tomb Raider 2, Cyborg. First they killed my something, wife or something. Where is in the land of blood and honey? There we go.
Yeah.
Not good.
I haven't seen it.
Not
I don't want to. Like,
it
the
gets
thing is,
weird.
I know.
She wants to write. She wanted to make a movie about like we should forgive, like we should move on,
Yeah.
and just not have it all be about war. But then she kind of like married the guy who raped her.
So, like, what are we doing here, bud?
It's awkward.
Honey.
It's very awkward. It's like people are like everybody like gets what she was going for,
Yeah.
but it's also like
A lot.
it doesn't work as a metaphor.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you see a man rape you, it's no longer a metaphor.
Yeah, like it's there.
Anyways,
Uzi?
so we love Angelina Jolie.
Love her. Oh God, get into it.
I love your haircut, by the way. I said it
Thank
to you
you.
many times.
Yeah,
I'm really
I'm
like,
really.
I'm really.
My thing is, I have a problem of being like, I have to make it like this now forever.
No, my thing is, I want to see it when you do it
Yeah,
because
I want to
that's
see
when
how
I
it's.
know. Now,
Yeah,
now I'm entranced by you.
yeah.
You look
No, okay.
very.
Alright.
I told her the highest of the compliments. You look like Drew Barrymore,
Yes,
a
which.
younger Drew Barrymore,
Mhm, yeah,
you know,
which doesn't like nothing can be better. Like there isn't a compliment that anyone could give me.
you look like Angelina Jolie, and then it's just like
Whatever.
lies.
Lies. Give me the.
Hi guys, it's me, Drew
It's my family more.
Barrymore. It's so important that you give off that energy that you usually give out. And what you do as a salesperson changes
Lies.
lives.
Mm.
She kind of is Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande all the time.
I know, and I love it, and that's why I love them. I love the press tour so much, and anyone who says it's too much, sure,
Oh no, no. If it's
but
if you think it's too much, look at Jonathan Bailey and Jeff Goldblum.
yeah,
FaceTiming their like accent coach.
yeah.
Like,
Being like,
hey, he
hey,
wants to talk to you.
hello.
And then Jeff Goldblum being like, Johnny's arms. Johnny has that look. You have that look, Johnny. That makes you feel like you're the only person in the world. And then the interviewer's like, "Can you give me that?" Like, and then Joe's like, "I don't know what that look is." And she's like, "Oh my god, you're giving it to me right now." See, he has this power that he doesn't know that he has.
um,
I love watching the Wicked with Amina because halfway, like they were going to the Emerald City, and she turns to me and she goes like, "Will Jeff Goldblum never show up?"
Steffi.
Jeff, are you attracted to Jeff Goldblum?
Yeah, who
Do you
isn't?
not? Do you not? Mattia, isn't it?
Stupid ass bitch.
I know. Literally, he was like, I don't see the appeal because I was like, I love the boy. I have a little drink,
Mhm.
but I was like, maybe it's just me being attracted to Jeff Goldblum, and he was like, not. And I wrote like, no.
Ty Boże. Света.
He was so like, what's charming about him? And it's like, it's the way he's nice, but like,
Yeah, but like
and he was like,
cute.
is it the mumbling? And I was like, yes, it's the mumbling.
Fine, fine,
The
whatever.
It's the mumbling. Have another drink.
No, for me, it's like I love a casual guy who's not a dick.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like, I'm cool, get fucked type of. This
Oh,
is a
he
cool
was.
man who's like, hey, hi.
Oh, he was on Drag Race,
Yeah.
and he was just Jeff Goldblum on Drag Race. He was so like, yes, sissy, that walk. I gotta show it to you. It's so funny. He goes like, somebody says something against him at one of the other drag races. He's a dinosaur professor, and he goes like, she goes like, I would like to. One of the dragons said, I would like. It's a presidential episode.
Mhm.
I would like to retittle the rebuttal, and he's like, yes, you see that walk indeed. And there's a girl comes out wearing a hijab, and he's like, aren't you like? He formed the question so nicely. He was like, I would be like, isn't the Quran like anti you? He was so like,
I hate you.
and he was like, isn't like, aren't you worried about the like
Mm.
reactions and what? Like he posed the question so nicely, and then they did a lip sync to Firework by Katy Perry, and he cried. What a man! Like, come on. But I just and I feel like I would be so tranquil with him
Yeah.
because he makes you calm down with his
Mm-hmm.
there's no rush.
Yeah,
There's
come,
no,
let's talk.
there's not a there isn't a there's no rush.
Yeah.
If you get a man who stutters, it's usually like they try to get through the stutter as fast as possible. He's like,
No,
there's
we have time.
we have we we have time.
Um,
My favorite is because Katya goes like accurately, love life finds a way, and then somebody else was like, life finds a way. Okay, when I hear something very shocking about me,
sure.
I have not seen the original Jurassic Park movies.
Okay, that is shocking for you.
Yeah, because I'm a big dinosaur nut.
Yeah.
I love the Jurassic World movie
Mm-hmm.
where she doesn't take off her damn heels for the entirety of the movie. She jumps
Uh-huh.
from a waterfall
In heels.
in heels.
Slay.
In heels.
Slay.
It's the most. It's watching Mamma Mia. Here we go again
Yeah.
for the punchline of Fernando. It's. I think at one point Chris Pratt was like, "Don't you want to take those off?" And she's like, "No, I'm a businesswoman." She at one point there's a because in Jurassic World they're like, we're making it bigger, we're mixing the
Yeah.
dinosaurs together to create new breeds, and then in a way to homage the original Jurassic Park, they can't beat the big, so she finds the original T-Rex,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like turns on a torch, and she's like, come after me, and she runs in heels for a T-Rex to chase her.
Brilliant.
It's the best movie of
I
all
know.
time. I watched it 7 times. Whenever it's on TV, I'm like,
Yep. I'm sad.
I'm still. I don't care if it's the first half, the last half. I
Yeah.
don't care if I'm catching the credits.
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
I'm
I
there.
will see that bitch in heels, and that's what I came for.
Absolutely. God, should we talk about Elon Musk?
I was about to go in a different subject, but sure, let's. Maybe you should. I'll use a bit of a German expression. Maybe you should psych me up.
I mean, at the end of the day, isn't it serious? But I'm just saying, like,
Also, he called out. He was like, oh, the leftists are being so outrageous that they are resorting to calling me a Nazi. And somebody was like, isn't it funny how he didn't say the words "I'm not a Nazi"?
be like, hey, I'm not. That's
a guy at work who's the biggest mystery to me all times, because he started the conversation like, "Oh my god, did you guys see like Elon and Trump? Like, what idiots!"
Mhm.
And then I went like, "Oh my god!" And did you see like and he was like, "Well, that's taken out of context."
Where is the
And
context?
my thing is, I would get it if you're pro them. I wouldn't get it if you're
Yeah.
pro them, but I would get that
You're
reaction
defending it if you're
if
pro Trump. No, my thing is, people who are saying it's out of context, I've seen the full thing.
Let me just say one more thing. A thing as out of context usually doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, when they go like, "Oh my god," in the Bible and the Quran, they literally tell people to kill people. It's taken out of context. No, they
No,
do.
it's not.
Yeah,
They do. They do very clearly.
Sometimes it's taken out of context where it's like, didn't the Bible tell a story about this? And I'm like, yeah, in a way of like, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And the same happened in the Quran.
Uh-huh.
But when somebody goes like, didn't in the Bible and the Quran a guy like was gonna kill his son because God told him to, and that's
sacrifice.
Like, and then people go, that's out of context, and I'm like, the context.
What is the context?
The context is that he thinks God told him. Like, there's no out of context there, honey. I'm just saying, like, more often than not, out of context isn't
a thing. But he went out there and he was like, I want to thank all of you for, and then he just went. Which another thing was people were being like, he was giving his heart out to the crowd, and I was like, he did that already. Yeah,
it was like both hands going out.
No, he made a heart like here, and then went like, here you go. And somebody else made a video of being like, there's a way to do, even if that's what you're doing. He was like, okay, here's me giving a heart. That down. Even if you're talking to people who are like sitting up there, you can go like this, hand, palm facing upward, like up to the sky. You did that and like straight down, like Heil Hitler. Damn.
Absolutely. There's like if maybe if you went a bit higher, you would have been calling a taxi.
You would have been carried. But
oh my god! You know what he should have done? It would have avoided everything. And had huge keys in his hand.
Yes.
Huge keys, just being like,
hi.
No L.
No L. Hi, L. Hitler. Hi, L. Hitler.
You like Garfield, huh? Me too. Not this much. Everybody says I'm crazy, but I'm pretty normal. I can't. You reeled me back in.
It's just, it's. I don't know if there's much to talk about here. He did it, and
there's people are making very accurate claims. Like, it's not, do it at work.
Yeah, do it right now.
Do it right now. Do it at work.
Go outside and do it. But it's such a stupid, and it's like people sitting there being. But here's my problem with it too. Shouldn't that be illegal?
Yeah.
Are you not also an immigrant?
Yeah.
So if you did something illegal as an immigrant,
Wouldn't that make you
Wouldn't you be exiled?
an illegal immigrant? Maybe that's why he's so obsessed with space, because he's an alien.
Yeah, he's an alien. He loves. God, what a fucking loser. But that's my biggest thing with Elon Musk. Can we just say, aside from everything, yes, he's awful.
You love color.
But he, like him specifically,
I think it's your you really think that you'll come up to him and
I would. I would.
it. No, I know that you would, but I think you think that it would be like a girl giving a soldier a flower, and then war ends. You know, you're a loser, and
He'll start crying.
you start trying to call his mom,
Yeah.
kill Trump.
It's like you are. I hate. First of all, why are you dick sucking? If you're a horrible man who's misogynistic, hates women, is like homophobic, racist, all of these things, you have perfectly good Andrew Tate for that.
Yeah.
That man, out of everything, he's cool. Like,
by the way, like, if it's not a Nazi salute, all the Nazis think it is.
Yeah, that's enough. That is enough.
Andrew Tate is. There's a video of him literally going like Heil Hitler, like saying it.
Yeah.
And it's like, if that's the reaction, and you're not being like, "Hey guys, stop that," you did a Nazi salute.
You did a Nazi salute.
Everybody in Europe is censoring it.
Yeah. For a reason.
Except America, where they go like alleged.
Yeah, but then it's also freedom of speech. But like, to what end?
To what end? I'm not a fan of freedom of speech.
Me neither.
I'm not a fan of too much controlled speech. But like, you shouldn't tell somebody they should kill themselves. Like,
yeah, you shouldn't be allowed.
You should have repercussions.
Yeah,
if a person kills themselves
when you told them to kill themselves. No, it's such a like woo. And again, as I said, like there's Joe Rogan. I would understand Joe Rogan more than I would understand Elon Musk. Fawning over a man who is such a loser. I will die on this hill. And again,
you know who I think is worse? Because Elon has always been that. No, Jeppy and Marky are
because they just showed up being like, okay, I'm gonna get more money out of this. They're not riding Trump's ass every fucking day.
But they're also like they're following him. They're
they are awful. Don't
allowing homophobic speeches
they're horrendous. I'm not denying, but it's like you're doing it out of your own selfish reasons, whatever. Elon is like the right hand man to a cult. That's what you are. And it's just, and so pathetic. Pathetic little gay man. Just a pathetic little gay guy.
And he did it twice.
You did it twice.
When you do this movement, doesn't something
just trigger inside of you to be like, oh, that was a thing.
I did a lot of that in high school as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That's like that. Don't you have like something inside you? Something has changed within me. We're really Britney broken. Every day, and then I'm waking up. Guys, bring back the magic. She said that the guy's on 4.
I love Britney Broski.
Anyways, America is fucked. America.
Fucked to the brim. Like, there is no coming back from this. And
absolutely.
it's like, what's 4 years gonna do? A lot.
A lot.
He did a lot in a day.
A lot.
He made everybody legally a female in a day.
Especially for 4-year-olds.
Girl.
4-year-old girl.
Oh.
Female child. It's crazy. It makes me be glad to be in a country that's disconnected from everything in the world.
Absolutely.
I feel like somebody should come here and turn us off and turn us on.
Yeah.
I feel like we lost the signal to somebody or something. There's a boycott here happening on Monday. Lucky us.
No money. So, okay, to all the people, but are we doing this to like Serbia, yay? Or like to support them? Or is it just our thing?
I don't know why. I think Croatians did it as their own thing. Like, there's too many prices, and
so
now there's a thing that's like, I think now merchandise is being ordered.
Okay.
And they did a big thing, like people didn't show up and stuff like that. My thing is, I don't get that it's a day.
Yeah.
Do a week.
Yeah, do like a thing. But then it's also people's gotta eat,
I think you have enough to survive a week.
Okay.
Because I think that's like taking a stance, Yeah. Because like some people don't want to go out into the streets, sure, but then like maybe just buy a bit food now and then like don't
Yeah.
shop anything for a week. Because like if it's just today, some people won't get the message, and then they'll be like, "What? The mall's empty today."
Yeah.
Kind of like, huh, weird.
Well, you know,
And
there's
like
gonna
by
be
day,
assholes who are gonna be like, "Okay, it's empty. Let's go. Let's have fun now."
oh, in Croatia, what's happening? They're doing a lot of discounts
Hmm.
to be like,
Guys, come on
guys,
over.
yeah,
Yeah.
and people like, oh, by the way, that's smart.
Hmm.
Let me just tell you,
Let me tell
that's
you,
let me tell you, I wouldn't fall for it,
but
but it's smart.
it's
It's smart.
tempting.
It's tempting. It's the hello,
Hello, hello.
hello. What we do yesterday?
What did we do yesterday? Oh,
Except dye my hair and cut my hair.
we played a game.
We played a game. We're really obsessed with the like guessing game of like,
Who am I?
am I blonde? Am I?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yesterday we did it purely Bob's Burgers themed,
yes, and
and
really,
we gotta tell you, we know a lot about that fucking
we know a
show.
lot about because you literally am I part of the yeah, I forgot the name. The
The what girl troop? What's the
yeah,
girl troop called? Am I about Thunder Girls? Am
yeah,
I part of Thunder
Thunder
Girls?
Girls.
No,
No.
no.
So like yeah, I know
Yeah,
what
I
that
know
is.
what you mean.
No,
No,
you're not part of Thunder. By the like a show that has 200 episodes, over
300
300
episodes,
episodes. Seen every single one of them.
many times, and the quotes. And let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Okay,
Oh,
this is
dude,
Mother of the Week. It's Bob's
this
Burger.
is. I mean, you didn't turn me on to the show. You didn't force me to watch it.
Yeah. Oh,
Like this.
no, it's,
Oh my
oh
god,
God.
he was climbing like
On the rest.
likes to rest on where you left your back.
Yeah.
He fell off, and he was just no. This is how I want to sit.
Little donkey.
You're an idiot.
It is.
Um, it's you watched it before me, but you didn't like force me to
Yeah,
watch it.
I
It
was
was
just
sort of
like,
like I like the show, and then I started watching it, and I was like, something has changed within me. It's I am going to say this with 100% honesty, and it's not hard for me to say.
yeah.
I'm just building this up so you realize what big of a deal it is. It's better than The Simpsons
Wow.
at its heyday, and
Okay.
it's like the best. Like if The Simpsons existed till season 10,
Mm-hmm.
Bob's Burgers is better than The
Okay.
Simpsons.
Wow. Look at you
The
go.
Simpsons have more of a time and more of like a childhood thing with me. But Bob's Burgers is a constant. There's
Yeah.
not a single episode that I would say is bad.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a few episodes that are meh
That are okay.
at its worst. But it's just so good. There's always quality. There's quality writers, quality representation, quality.
And
At
for
the beginning, it's a bit.
it is a bit, but it was a new thing, and it was such a like, okay, let's do like, okay,
Maybe the dad's a bit more hateful. Or
yeah,
something
maybe
like
it's that, and then it developed into this beautiful
that.
story.
Their niche is just.
They're a nice family who love each other, and it's
They're not
funny.
They're not nice.
Yeah, but no, but I'm saying they're a family that loves it, which is so weird to see in a sitcom, especially in a like animated sitcom,
Because
it's
animated
always
sitcoms are famously like the dad
the dad is
sucks
the
and hates everyone.
worst. Yeah,
There's a fine line between with Bob of being like I hate all of you, but like he's still loving.
yeah, he's a
And
loving,
it's
caring father.
I mean Peter and Homer were that in the early seasons, but they were like dumbasses who
Yeah,
still kind of love their families but have their moments.
yeah,
Bob is like when he says I hate you all. You're all terrible. It's just like I know you love us.
yeah.
Like,
There's no yeah. And to write a show that isn't like ooh raunchy humor
yeah,
is
yeah.
the role of it. Like
And
it's
this is a very there's two fun facts that are so like within that fan base.
Mhm.
If you say that fun fact, it's so like
okay,
there's the Lord of the Rings. That when one guy kicked the helmet, he broke his toe,
okay.
and it's become as a joke where it's like POV you're watching Lord of the Rings, and it happened, and the guy pauses. Did you
No.
know? And there's also like everybody's like, did you know that Super Mario 2 was originally a game called Doki Doki Panic? Did you know that Bob's Burgers was originally going to be about a family of
Yeah.
cannibals?
Cannibals. Brilliant. Hilarious. And the
But-
first episode is about that.
And I loved it because I'm a person who very sticks to my ideas and everything. They were just like, we won't be able to make a lot of cannibal jokes last for a while. Like the
Yeah.
shock is going to wear off.
And then what?
Yeah, and that's my thing with the part. South Park and Family Guy,
Hmm.
the shock wears off.
Yeah, it's not like it's not funny anymore. Like the only like no matter you keep telling the same joke in different ways, and it's like
Absolutely.
what let it
Oh
die
yeah,
already.
the pedophile. Ha ha ha.
Haha, yeah, it's very
Um,
Jimmy Carr.
yeah, Amra perfectly introduced me to
Mm,
South Park because I was like, I wasn't no dark humor, no anything.
yeah.
She showed me the episode where they go like post 9/11 to the Taliban and they make all of the worst jokes against Muslims. I was, I kid you not, rolling on the floor laughing and pissing
Yeah,
myself. I thought it was the funniest thing. And Amina was laughing more at me than at the
yeah,
show because she's like, this is so normal for me.
yeah,
I was pissing myself. It was so funny. And Bounce Burgers never gets, Bounce Burgers isn't hilarious.
yeah,
And it doesn't have a story that's never been told,
yeah.
but it's a comfort show through and
Through and through,
through.
yeah. And it's such a like it's if you just want to sit down and laugh like in but a nice way. Like
Look,
the raunchiest like thing they did was one of my favorite jokes with Louise, where it was like
they get sweary, but it's
yeah,
never like.
but it's
And
funny. They make it funny. It's like
yeah, they talk about farts, but they never like fart.
part
You know,
yeah. A guy came in and he was like, "Oh, I don't know. Let's say something is bothering my butt," and he looks and's like, "Sorry, kids." And then Louise, the youngest one, turns around and she's like, "Hey, no sweat off my ass." It's hilarious.
we watched it today, and it was like they have like a One Direction band
Yeah,
type thing, and they're like, boys for now split up, and then Tina goes, "Son of a bitch," and it's on up like, "Oh, she's a bitch," and so,
yeah.
"Son
Of
of
a
a
bitch.
bitch."
And it's cute too that it isn't like so the kids are going to school and it isn't like, oh, she's such a loser and everybody's constantly making fun. It's a very realistic school experience where it's like you have the
There's no
dim-witted blonde one
actual
who's like,
yeah,
yeah,
like Cammy isn't popular.
yeah, no, that's the thing. But she just walks around like she, which is very realistic.
That's normal.
Yeah,
That's the, you know,
and it's very like, oh,
they still
she's
kind of hang out with each other, but Tina's a bit different.
yeah,
Right?
and Jimmy Jr. is not the heartthrob of the school. Jimmy
Yeah.
Jr. is just Tina likes him.
Say the word.
What words?
You mentioned Jimmy Jr.
Well, yeah, like
Don't tell me not to dance, Dad.
oh, that one. I thought you meant I have a speech impediment. Like
Fix it.
another hilarious. Constantly, Jimmy Jr. He wants to dance. He's a dancer. Constantly is. Don't tell me not to dance, Dad. Not
Not
once
once
did his father say,
Jimmy Pesto.
don't dance."
Don't
Tell
tell
me
me
not
not
to
to
dance,
dance,
Dad.
Dad.
It's so funny.
That's hilarious. The first seasons are a bit like more typical like negative humor,
Yeah.
but it turns very quickly into with an episode that we both love.
Hmm.
First of all, this is where they got me. They got me on Tumblr.
Okay.
And they got me on Tumblr because there was two posts, and they were both about Tina, and I was
Hmm.
like, I'm watching this fucking show.
Yeah.
It was oh, she's so confusing. She always talks in the bathroom. Hey, how are you? Oh, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Oh, just a second. This person thinks they're talking to me. Oh, no worries. I'll wait. It's in like a like a
Bad
bathroom
stall,
stall,
yeah.
and then somebody else is talking on the phone, and they're like, "Oh, I just have to tell this girl that I'm not talking to her." Oh, okay, I'll wait. And then it's see you soon, baboon. Wait, let me spice it up. See you soon, bitch. Oh, too spicy, too spicy. Oh, I sent it. It's okay. Tina is. I mean, I am through and through Gene, but
Hmm.
also I have very Tina and Bob elements. Tina is show me your everything's okay face, and then she just shows her teeth without smile, and she goes like, "Is this? Is this? Is this it? Is this it?" You have the I was so filled with stress. Look at how much of my hair fell out. Tina, you have the most perfect head of hair. I would kill for that hair. You would. But the episode is where they bought me
Mm.
was it wasn't Valentine's Day. Maybe it was, but oh no, it was just a random day, and they tell Teddy, their best friend, I mean best customer,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh yeah, Linda and I are gonna have sex tonight," and he's like, "Ah, scheduled sex.
Scheduled sex.
Want to borrow my Sade tape?" I was like,
Yes.
one time, you, me, and Amo were talking, and Amo was like, and this is how much you know me, because Amo was like, is there a different like? What kind of music do you play when you have like romantic normal sex, and what kind of music do you play when you have like raunchy intense sex? And Salma just went like, in both cases, Sade.
Sade.
And I was like,
Sade.
this girl gets it.
Who knows?
Hmm.
Oh,
But that episode was a big turning point for us because that's where
yeah.
they feel more of like a family.
Yeah, and it's cute, and I love. That's a taffy one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then they go to like look for gold
In an abandoned factory that's about to get,
that like ruined, and
because
Louise
there's
gets
like
stuck.
it looks like a butt
Yeah,
at one point, so that's like, oh my god,
how funny.
there's a story.
But Louise gets stuck, and they can't get her out. And then it's like, Louise, are you sure you can't find anything to get out? And I'm like, oh yeah, let me grab this ladder that I have.
There's
Oh,
a
there's
grappling hook and
there's
an escalator.
later. Silly me.
Lucas, do you want your last words to be sarcastic?
No. But
That's
what got me into the show? I saw like a compilation on YouTube, and it was a Louise, and it's just a bunch of like her being just
that's what you
Louise.
liked her the most first.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, this is so funny, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch it.
There's a compilation has got me into Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm.
I saw my mother cried the day I was born. She knew she would never be better than me. The show has heart, and it like weirdly it makes you emotional without being. It never.
It's never somebody has cancer.
The Simpsons over like does it just good, but like
Yeah, there's always a storyline to be like, oh, this is really a sad
like
story.
we're being like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
cry.
Cry, yeah.
It's not like, oh my god, this makes people emotional. We're sad. But I mean, they have one episode where they were like, let's give these sons of bitches what they want,
Yeah, let's give them.
and that episode is the one with the monster truck. That kidding. That's an episode me and Selma. Okay. The Fantastic Mr. Rudy. It's so cute. It's so cute.
So Rudy's parents are like getting a divorce. I mean, they're
And
divorced.
they did the most typical like divorced parent
yeah.
story of all time, but it's just
It's
because
such
it's real.
and they never make it cheap is my thing.
Yeah.
They could have had a moment of them being like
let's not fight in front of Rudy
or something. No, it was such a like they're both loving him, but it's like still awkward for him, and he doesn't know what to do because his mom is with her new boyfriend, and the dad brought someone, and they're like,
Yeah.
and he's just sitting there kind of not knowing what to do, and he tries to do a magic
Because
trick,
he
and
always
he
does
spills.
magic tricks to be like, hey, I'm
Let's ease the
entertaining.
tension, yeah. And then he spills the drink, and then on the new girlfriend's like
And
thing.
Rudy has such a character from his first appearance. You know who Rudy is. It's like Rudy Stiblitzky. Is that regular size Rudy or and he's like regular size Rudy. And
Why
then,
do they call you regular size Rudy?
look at me.
Look at me.
But no, that's not the joke. I mean, you already get what kind of a person he is. He has asthma. He in a different show he'd be like a nerdy, nobody likes him kid. No, everybody loves Rudy, but he's not like overcompensatingly popular.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, Rudy's Rudy. Hi, Rudy. And then Louise and Rudy hide in the bushes, and
Mhm.
Bob's like, Louise, I can see you there. And she's like, no, my name is not Louise. My name is Leafy Greenbrier. And then Rudy's like, and I'm Kate Bush. And you instantly get this, like, oh, he's like an old soul.
Yeah,
He's
it was
like,
adorable.
you gotta say magic words. Many Patinkin, Many Patinkin, Many Patinkin. There's so many characters, which we proved yesterday.
Yeah.
And
Another very fun one for me is Jocelyn.
Jocelyn. Let's
Gotta
talk about our
talk
girl
about
Jocelyn.
People with lice are bad,
Right?
right?
We watched that episode together. No, we were unstoppable. We were the most annoying people of all time. Hey, John, Selma, what are you doing? People with lice are bad, right? And then it's
The person left.
People with lice are bad, right?
Harmonies when I sing louder than you.
Oh my god. Not Jocelyn, but Tammy. Are you pooping? No.
Saying ew, but she doesn't say
she
it.
She says, oh my god.
Oh yeah, she says, oh my god, but she doesn't say it. It's like, oh, I love Tammy.
If you think you've never experienced anything Bob's Burgers, take it off.
Oh,
I would rather die.
die. Yeah.
Um,
Also, that song was pretty popular for a while. Of when they gave Teddy Louise's room, and he's like, "Mom, what are you doing with my stuff?"
little baby.
Oh,
Mother.
mother. Oh, mother, what are you doing with my stuff?
The little lady. Oh,
Mother.
mother. And she's so she's Louise. Louise. Linda is trying to calm Louise down, and she's like, "Oh, my little angel," and she's like, "Oh,
Oh,
mother,"
mother.
like not being rude. She's
Yeah.
oh,
Hello, mother.
hello, mother. What
What
are
are you
you
doing
doing
with
with
my
my?
stuff?
And my favorite thing that scene starts with just her walking around like,
Yeah. Oh.
um, ew, gross. And she's like, she doesn't want to be a girl. In some moments, she doesn't want to be a girly girl. In some moments, it's just that she isn't a girly girl. There's a whole episode where her friend slash person who wants to skin her and wear her skin, Millie.
Millie.
She's like, I've been banned from this like fairy thingy.
Hmm.
Can you pretend to be like? Can you go there and steal some things from me?
Yeah.
And then Louis Setian goes like, "Why don't I like this? Like, what?
Yeah.
Why am I?" And it's not cheap. It's not like girls.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah. Why
I'm
am I not enjoying this?
frustrating and it's
Yeah.
weird. And I'm like, oh my god, I love this show.
This-
I love this show.
No, it's perfect and it's very real. And okay, you had your Gene moment. I am a Linda through and through.
I didn't have my Gene moment. I thought
We'll
about Tina.
have
I will have a Gene.
you'll have a Gene moment.
I have three characters. I mean, Bob is just my Bob is the way Tina relates to Bob.
Yeah.
Right. But I'm Tina and Gene in one
And one
person.
person. Yeah.
But Gene has
Every action Gene has made is an action you would make.
there is two things that he said in the entirety of the show that don't relate to me.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny.
Like everything.
One time he said, I gotta confess something. I love house music. There it is. And I was like, that's the one part.
Uh-huh.
And then he's afraid of snakes.
Okay.
That's
The only two things
the
that are
only
not
two
on.
things that aren't that he said that I didn't relate to.
Yeah.
Every single thing he says is like,
Yep.
I have said that, I have
Mhm.
done that,
Yeah.
I am the exact
Exact-
same
yeah.
person. Girls being
Girls being girls being girls.
girl group.
Uh,
You have your Linda moment.
yeah, I am a full on complete Linda in every. I've watched.
At the beginning, you were like, "I'm Louise because I'm a rascal," and I was like, "So am I."
I don't. Did I say I'm her or did I just say I love her the most?
No,
I
you
don't
were
think
like,
I ever claimed I was Louise.
I think you said I'm Louise because I was like, "I'm Jean," and you were like, "I'm Louise."
Oh, maybe it was a thing of like out of the kids who you'd be in. I mean, out of the three, I'd probably.
I
be
just say I'm
Louise.
Jean,
Yeah.
and you just said I'm Louise.
Okay. What else?
I didn't follow you. I want people to know how you don't know yourself.
Well, I do now because it's been screamed at me.
Because also you have said you're like, I'm so Linda. I don't know why I ever thought I was Louise. You had
I
that,
have very lapses.
that-
I have lapses of memory.
but
so
that
I don't know.
dialogue happened 1,000%.
Okay, I'll believe you because I don't know. But here's the thing. I remember distinctly one day, it was me and Amel. We're sitting here, new season came out. We're watching. It's the episode where I think Louise and Linda go to that hotel to be like, oh, bootleg, people.
Yeah, where they find like a
Yeah, and it's the guy telling the story of what had happened, and it's like his girlfriend Lola, I guess whatever her name is, but I'll say Lola. His girlfriend Lola betrays him. I go, oh Lola.
Lola.
In that second, Linda goes, oh no, like
She says things, and I hear you.
exactly. It's that. I'm only I. Oh my god, what was it? I only had half of four
bottles of wine.
half bottles of wine. So me. But that's the thing. I'm not like I know that that's exactly the type of mom I'm gonna be.
Mom's the one with the drinker problem. The freaking problem is I don't have a drink in my hand.
She just goes.
I
love her.
about Gene. There's an episode about how he hated being alone because he had nobody
Uh-huh.
to scream at
Yeah.
and talk to. And he talked to his imaginary friend the whole episode. And then he sings, my knees have weird wrinkles, my butt makes weird sounds. Maybe I can still have fun with no one else around. He is there has never been a character more than me, and I'm like, it's probably the autism because I told you today. There's two autism stories of me when my mom's friend was like, I gotta find a bathing suit, and I was like, oh, let's just I'm like, oh, my mom can borrow you something, and she's like, she got fat recently, and she's like, oh, my mom doesn't really have my son. Maybe when she was pregnant. So like, I have a solution
Yeah, to your
to the
problems. You don't
problem.
have to spend your money. You fat ass.
And then as a kid, I want people to stay as long as they could, so people would come through the door, and I'd be like, "When are you leaving?"
I feel like I don't know. That I think it's adorable. Truly, I think it's really cute. But as I said, I would hate to be your mom. It's like just having to be like, no, he wants you to stay. It's just his way of, you know.
Yeah,
But then if you explain it, it sounds fake.
yeah.
But no, I'm very much, and I could see myself ending up with the Bob type too.
Yeah, I know
Be
that.
like, yeah, I'm the fun one. Sure, like you do you.
I don't. You wouldn't be like, because Bob is like, sure, I'll go dancing with you.
Yeah,
Like
like,
he's not like, I don't want to do anything,
yeah. He's like,
except in
okay,
the first few seasons. But
yeah,
yeah.
but yeah. The first few seasons are funnier objectively,
Oh, so funny.
but it's I definitely like it better later on when they're like cute,
My
love each
favorite from the first season is like, I mean, for the first episode of Bob's Burgers is the most perfect
other. Yeah,
pilot of
it's
all time.
yeah.
How many toothpicks?
How many?
It's the awkward conversation. It's not like how many toothpicks are on the guy. It's like
How many in the group?
toothpicks
Don't play
on
this
the ground?
game again. It just involves me cleaning up too.
A
Look,
hun
how
a
many? How
hundred?
many?
No,
100?
no,
No.
it's three,
How many now? How many?
three. No, she just
Chill.
throws one more at the ground. It's like
Can't help it. She's
autistic.
autistic.
Tina's not autistic. You're the worst kind of autistic.
Who would want to molest this face?
Oh my god. They keep up with the current trends without being like, listen to this.
Yeah.
In like season 3,
Mm-hmm.
there comes a guy who likes to dress up to what's this? Oh, it's about there comes a guy who reviews restaurants. He
Yeah.
dresses up as different things. He was dressed up as a rabbi, and then they all like because he has a blue handkerchief, they recognized him. So they all start panicking, and then Louise comes up, and she's like,
I got this. And
"So let's talk Palestine." Like third season, like before
Yeah. He's
yeah,
going. So let's talk about. By the way, Louis, 7-year-old.
yeah.
So let's talk
Let's
Palestine.
talk Palestine. Oh, there's she. There's an episode where a guy. You're really cuddly.
Yeah.
There's an episode where a guy believes that he was a mannequin, right? And he was in love with Nadine.
Maybe.
And then he goes like, she's probably out there modeling in Paris or Milan. And then Tina goes like, we'll find her, even if we have to go to Paris or Milan. And then she goes like, I bet she's in Kosovo.
Kosovo.
Kosovo. It's hilarious. It's oh my god, my favorite Tina moment of all time is well, you get in and you go. And he's like, that doesn't apply to this. Come say, come ça. Now you're just saying words. C'est la vie. Oh my god, should we do it? Should we do it? Buenos dias, ¿cómo está? Love is like a beautiful flower. Me amo Tina. But it's also dangerous, like a tiger with a gun. El perro es grande. I mean, look at Steve. Divorced, sad. Sorry, Steve. Oh no, it's true. ¿Dónde está el baño? Stay clear from guidance counselors. Who do you love from the family other than the family?
Gail.
A certain sister.
A certain sister. Gail is she's horrendous.
Let's just say
Awful.
the first thing about Gail. She's voice acted
By the one and the only Megan Mullally. She's my favorite person in the world. She played Karen in Will and Grace. She played
her thing is an annoying voice, but her natural speaking voice isn't
beautiful, and she's a great singer.
She's
and
a Broadway actress.
Yeah.
She, you know.
But she's just doing the like all the time. Like Karen is the way she is because of she brought the voice.
Yeah, she brought the voice.
So it's okay, really.
She's so funny. I have a friend who was exactly like her. My,
She's a horrible.
she's the worst. She's the worst. Oh, Gail, you got another cat. Yeah, poor thing. It was just sitting on someone's porch.
Okay, let's do the infamous Gail.
Mm.
Guess who's on new meds?
Oh, that one.
Okay, which
I
one
was
is it?
preparing for the role of a life cat.
Mm.
Shaking my hair.
Mhm.
Inhaling all my
Snot in.
snot in. Very Gale.
Very Gail. Very Gail.
Eric, no, would you go if I and make a yogurt creek? A guy that she's into who
Yeah.
you and me like a reunion. And she is turning around, eyes wide open,
Yeah, being like
staring directly at his soul. It's the funniest thing of all
Bob
time.
is drunk.
In that same episode,
Mhm.
Jen,
Jed the babysitter.
the babysitter,
Oh my god.
she takes care of the Belcher children.
When they go like
And she just kind of talks like this, and she doesn't move at all. And then they touch her, and she's animated in 120 frames.
I know.
She flops down and then hits a kid in the eye, and then they come to the conclusion that they should all hit each other and have a black eye. And then she has to drive to Linda to like I don't know. Make
They
sure that
made her like because Louise wanted to see Linda perform.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, I would need to see this disaster."
And then Linda's like, "Oh no, bad hair day came on," and I'm like, and then Jen, a ray of light. Linda, listen, Linda, listen, Linda. I'm not good with kids. Talking to the woman whose
Thank
children
you.
she's taking
Yeah.
care of. I'm not good with kids. I don't know how to communicate or how to use a microwave. But I don't let it stop me. She is so funny. I think we have a character a week that we glob onto.
Yeah,
But we never like
we never let go of Jen.
that no, we never let go of anybody like
Yeah.
Jocelyn, Andy, and Ollie Pesto. But like every week we discover somebody new. Marshmallow, hi
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow. It's more Bob being like hi
Hi,
Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
'Cause
Marshmallow is like a
she's a trans probably drag queen. Like she's
Yeah.
probably a performer because there's a lot of like she dances
Yeah,
a lot and
there's-
things like that. And by the
we
way,
get introduced to Marshmallow like in the first season, and it's when Bob goes out and just ends up with them.
he's a cab driver.
Oh yeah, he's a cab driver.
To get money to host Tina's birthday.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on,
Co-
like
No,
father.
nobody does that
Yeah.
from the other shows. Like
Yeah.
nobody.
But he's a cab driver, and then
My
he
favorite
runs
is like,
into like
guess who found out a lot about transsexual hookers? And then Gene goes like, I was on that side by accident.
But that's how we get introduced to Marshmallow. And then Marshmallow makes an appearance every now and then.
And
but
it's not there.
it's not about Marshmallow. It's about Bob.
There's never been a story about
Yeah,
Marshmallow.
it's just like
We watched an episode today where it's like Linda goes like, this shoe that Marshmallow left here, and she's like, we need to find more shoes like this. Bob, can you find her? And he's like, I don't have her phone number. Do you know where she lives? I just know that Marshmallow is like a wind that goes in its own direction, and she marches by the beat of her own drum. And then Linda goes like,
okay, calm down.
we get it. She's a she's a free spirit.
Okay, Bob, calm down.
We get it. She's a free spirit.
She's a free
it's-
spirit, it's fine. The absolute entrancement of Bob with Marshmallow is
Every
the best
time
part of Marshmallow.
there's an episode, it's the 100th episode special, and they wanted to make the 100th episode special feel like it could just be any episode of
Mhm.
Bob's Burgers, like you can just start there. Bob gets glued to the toilet, and he has an interview, right?
Mhm.
And then at one point the door breaks, and everyone's there.
Yeah.
Everyone came to see Bob glued to the toilet, and he's getting this interview, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Hi, Marshmallow.
Hi, Bob.
Marshmallow's like, "Hey, baby." Do you know who was originally Marshmallow's voice actor? Jimmy Pesto. The only reason they changed it to an actual black trans person
Yeah.
was because Jimmy Pesto's voice actor was arrested January 6th.
God. Oh,
But I think
colliding of words.
that trans black actress should
Mhm.
also be Jimmy Pesto.
Pesto, yes.
That would be funny.
Hi, baby.
Hey, baby. And you know why Linda's us? I mean, Linda and Bob are kind of me and you because there's the there's an episode where they meet the author who wrote the children's books that
Mm-hmm.
they all like this show.
Yeah.
And it's such a cute scene because every single detail of Bob's Burgers is filled with so much character.
Yeah.
Because like Bob was reading to the children and he fell asleep, and then Louise just goes like that,
That.
like waking
Yeah.
him up, being like, couldn't finish this right. And
Yeah.
it's like Snail and Newt, and it's the cutest story of all
Yeah.
time. Look at all these things. I hope we don't get hoity-toity. Yes, hoity or toity,
Hoity.
but not both. And then it's like at the end, the Newt has to go back to like the water, and he's like, "You take it, Bob. I can't read it. I can't read it." And then Bob goes like, and then the Newt's snout disappeared under the water. Dude. There's a heist episode where they're stealing chocolate, and Rudy goes like, "Louise, give me the chocolate, and then I'll grab you up." And she's like, um, "But how won't I know that you'll just steal the chocolate and leave me be? I would never do that." "But I would. How can I trust you if you wouldn't?" Let's talk about Millie.
Let's talk. Billy is like a weird, like,
But
throw
she's
in
a
there.
Hannibal Lecter parody.
Yeah.
There's a literal episode where she has to stay home because she has her braces done, and like
Mhm.
somebody like mutilated Mr. Franz like puppets,
Yeah.
and then she goes and she's like, "Hello, Louise." Like it's genuinely. But I told you, I forgot to tell you today. My favorite Millie joke of all. There's two. There's two Millie jokes that left me in stitches. It's they're. I don't know what they were looking at, but then Mr. Franz goes like, "Here's the finger," being like pointing out, and then Millie goes like, "No, Mr. Franz, this is a finger." And she lifts her middle finger, but it's censored. Like
Yeah.
something.
Really?
My and then it's also like, what the fuck is he doing?
I don't know.
There's an episode where they um like make fake coins to
Yeah.
use in a history class to buy some things, and then they get found out, but like the teacher gets it and they get it, but the other kids don't get it. And then it's like Louise goes like, and maybe the students who did this feel a sense of guilt and shame, even though they felt that they were being wronged. And then um, regular
Rudy. Yeah.
sized Rudy goes like, yeah, and they can't even sleep, even though they have their best pal Pancake with them. And then Billy, like, or maybe they don't feel at all, except a sense of rush and adrenaline, and that's okay.
And that's okay too.
Funny,
So it's just the
hilarious.
psychopath, and she's obsessed with Louise. So it's always like, Louise, you're my best
Andy and Ollie. We're just gonna talk about moments of
Yeah.
characters because that's what the show is.
friend. Absolutely.
Andy and Ollie are two twins who just can't be separated,
Yeah.
and there's not. That's the thing. They never overdo it. They never
Yeah.
like we have this character. Okay, let's have an Andy and Ollie
Mhm.
episode. Let's go. If they don't have a reason to write an Andy and Ollie
Yeah, they
episode,
won't.
they won't.
But it's them like obsessed with each other, right? Can't be
they're-
apart at all.
um. I almost died, and then like the other one goes like, "I felt you
I
die."
felt you die. My favorite joke there. It is. I don't know why I keep referencing like the last season, but it's so funny. It's they're doing a viewing thing like over the. Louise sells tickets so the kids can see over.
He broke his hand.
Yeah, and they can like watch the concert or what was happening, and then it's
Oh
them.
no, the Rudy broke his hand is when Kondo comes again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but this is I get that.
it's Andy and Ollie.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, we got to talk more about Andy and Ollie for that joke to make sense. Andy and Ollie are always head in the clouds,
Uh-huh.
never focused, never like they're like they have a project and they're like, I'm counting how many strands of hair are on Ollie's
Yeah.
head, and they're always in their own world, and they're hitting each other's head and being like, I'm giving you a fun cushion, and then they're always so distant and
Yeah.
thinking and moodified.
Yeah.
And then one time you can say it now.
I forget what I think it was the
We
thing. Of,
can
like,
sit in your bathtub, and
Yeah,
then
like-
the other one goes like, "Oh,
oh
my
my God, yes.
The most like,
Oh
my God, yes."
my God, yes. Like the
Played by twin girls.
fun.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
You call us The Shining, and we don't get the reference. Sometimes you call us this one and that one. Go to Miss LeBon's.
Uh-huh.
Are you doing a clueless and trying to set me up with another teacher? I like firemen a
A
lot.
lot.
Every character has a personality that isn't like if they have
Typical TV, you
if
know?
they have asthma, their character isn't asthma,
Yeah.
right?
They're just kids. He's a kid that has asthma.
There's a like the assistant of the like principal, and like her thing isn't that she's the assistant of the principal. Her thing is that she has a nephew,
Yeah.
and that
That's
and
my
what's your nephew like? He was in this competition and he was robbed, in my opinion.
opinion. Ugh.
Um, but Jean and Tina are my two like. Tina, you know that Jimmy Jr. is not interested in you, and I have a hard time with this. Did you know that mom and dad were a thing?
Thing.
He is the funniest, and Tina is just I. Somebody posted it, and it's so perfect because I always compare myself to Daria.
Mhm.
And somebody was like, "What I think I present, what I think I look like because of the way I act, what I am actually like," and it's
Tina.
Daria and Tina, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "You have
Yes.
hit the nail in the head of the coffin." It's a great show. The movie's great too.
Yeah.
The Mr. Fish is great. Their landlord.
Yeah.
He's an eccentric villain type thing, but
Yeah.
he's not a villain.
He's just like weird. Like he'd just be like, "Oh, you didn't."
And it's funny in a way that has never been funny before without being like revolutionary. Like one of the funniest things of the show is when they go like they want to rhyme a song, so they go like, "I never thought this is how I would go under here trapped with Mister Fish."
Oh,
Oh,
der.
but looks like they just said Mister Fish. Oh, to rhyme it and then
Yeah.
der. Um, it's what are your favorite episodes?
Okay.
Rudy, Taffy,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
the two like
Yeah.
that we think of instantly.
Yeah. I think Taffy is my favorite. I don't know why. It's just such like I can
Do
always
you
watch it
want
and
your
rewatch
last
it.
words to be sarcastic?
No.
No.
Um, I like. Wait. God, it's hard to think of like a specific one.
Um, let me just. I'm gonna find best episodes, but I'm gonna say this first. Louise giving that, reading that poem that she wrote.
Uh huh.
And listen. I love Louise. I love Louise so much, and I love that poem she wrote. Jean is underappreciated in that fucking episode because Tina did like a cute, like whatever thing. Like she was like, "Oh, I'm in a costume, whatever," and she escaped. Like the cute thing that Tina did was that she escaped from that to go record Louise
Yeah.
reading her poem. And Louise the whole time was like, "I wrote a dumb poem, and I'm gonna say but, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be funny." But then she had like an actual nice one. And my favorite thing about that is the one of the because it's kids writing, right? And she's like, "Christmas morning, Christmas morning." Every day I miss my like something about her dead grandma. And then Louise just turns to the other guy and be like, "Oh, you're gonna have to follow that up." And then some girl comes in, like she's a sub, and because Miss Merkin wasn't there, and Jean saves the day by like removing some of the xylophone
Mhm.
clingies, and then they sing this like elegant, nice, cute song, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, Jean saved the day. I fucking love Jean.
Love you.
I don't like it when they do the like three stories in one because I feel that's always cheap and they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, there's
Oh,
she's
another Linda moment that's very me. I wanted to be in New York desperately seeking Susan.
desperately seeking Susan.
And I was like, come on. The posters, the New York, the
The
hairstyle.
hair.
I'm like that woman is me through and through.
Talk about Mickey.
I love Mickey. There.
You want to talk to your daddy? Oh, duh. Oh, shut up. We're talking about Louise talking about Mickey, but
So Mickey is this he robs a bank that's across the street and then Bob has to ends up like going in there. And Louise is like, I have to write a school report, and I want to write it about Mickey, about this robber, because she
Oh my
loves
god,
him.
I found a perfect episode.
Okay.
But
And
tell the truth, sis.
Mickey is just like, he's a robber, but he doesn't know what he's really doing and all these things. And then Louise calls in from the shop, and she's like, I'm sorry. And she's talking to Mickey, and then the police officer's being like, Sergeant Bosco
Yeah, Sergeant
is like,
Bosco, like, give me the
give
phone.
me the
Like, oh,
phone.
well,
She's
I
like,
need to and she's so like, can you tell me about like what got you into robbery? And then he's like, give me the phone. She's like, and in the background, it's a few pixels of animation of a cop. Like every time she yells, he takes his headphones
yeah,
off.
like,
Okay, let's make this kitty purr. Tina, there's one car. There's one car. All right, Tina. I crashed the car. Yeah, you did. You did. It's the best Tina episode. It's when an insurance adjuster blackmails them into like doing insurance fraud with them, and she accidentally burns his house down. But they keep lying, and two of the jokes that we mentioned from Tina are from that episode
yeah.
because she has to lie to the family that she wasn't driving, and then she goes like, "The stress is getting to me. Look at my hair. I would kill for that hair."
I believe you would.
And it's show me your everything's okay face, and she just like her face disheveled, and then she burns the house, and he was like, "My cat was in there." Cat? Oh no, his ashes. And then he goes like, "Still there." It's a great episode. It's so funny. What other are there? Broadcast Wagstaff School News. Whoever made this list really likes Tina.
Yeah.
It's the Mad Pooper episode. My mom calls him the butler. Boys for Now. What's the best Boys for Now song? Is it When I See You I Fall Apart like a zombie? And I love that it's continuous like, oh, Teddy loves Alan.
Yeah, Teddy
Like,
loves Alan.
because like there is those like families where it's like the kids are so into something that they start having like they don't really love it, but they're like, I guess this song's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. No, Teddy loves Alan. Don't tell Teddy. Teddy
Don't tell
loves
Teddy. Tell Teddy loves Alan. I love because it's so like the song is so brainwashy
Yeah.
and being like that because Boo Boo left and then Boo Boo came back and the song that they did is the right number of boys for you is for being like by our music. Like,
yeah. It's,
and it's Tina's probably gonna grow up to be polyamorous.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
I see
imagine
it for
Tina
her.
with one guy?
I know. You're right. I see it for her. Never thought about it.
Also, they have every chance to do like a so brave, like Gene is gay episode, but
Yeah,
they don't.
but it's also Gene is such a like. He might be. Sure.
Luis goes like, "It's time now that Tina has left. It's time to focus on your pretty daughter, Gene." He's in the back just flailing his legs. Oh, we forgot the best joke. Dad, it's like Tina's leaving. And she's like, Dad, Luis, Dad, it's okay. I'll talk to her.
You're dead to us.
I did everything I could, Dad. Thanks, Luis.
There's no getting through to that one.
Thanks, Luis.
I love you more. I love you more. Gene and
Gene and Linda. It's an episode. Everybody hates this episode. I love it. We both love it.
Yeah.
We both love it. It's everybody has pinworms.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where they go like, and then Jean gave the words to Mom, and she goes like, Jean didn't give me worms. And cut to the lady and the tramping spaghetti.
Yeah.
What else were they? Probably like showering together and then kissing each other and
being like,
and just holding each other, going, "I love you more."
No, I love you more.
It's the fun. Another great song. Oh, I'm a bad mom, and it was my favorite job, and I'm gonna stretch my bottom right now. With Bob at the liver. Oh, Bob's Burgers meets Dead Poet Society, where he comes to the school to teach them how to make popcorn.
Yeah.
Don't pretend to be one of us. The kids rob a train. We talked about that one.
Mhm.
That's where they steal candy. Work hard or die trying, girl. For some reason,
Oh yeah.
for some reason, from that episode, there's comme c'est comme ça. Now you're just saying words. C'est la
They
vie.
love you.
But there's also LeBron's being like, we're gonna do Working Girl the musical just because the dad said that Carly Simon would come
Yeah.
because she's like sang the song for Working Girl and she was like Carly Simon forever shirt. And then at the end of the episode, she goes like, everybody tries to sit next to her, and she's like, "If you're not Carly Simon, get away." And then at the end of the episode, she goes like, "You probably think this slap's about you, and it is." um, Eat Spray Linda. It's when Linda's birthday, and they like lock like
Oh,
she
she
her car
can't get
gets
back.
locked,
Yeah.
she can't get back, and like a and that's a good one. You learn a lot about Linda
Yeah.
because and then Bob goes like, people are very opinionated about her, like they either love her or hate her.
Yeah.
House Trap. What's House Trap? He finds a connection with Helen, a healthy widow. Oh my God, Helen, who killed that guy?
Mhm.
Like she full on killed him.
Just
Like there's a part where they're like, well, she could have done it, but like, where's her toolbox? And then he's like, she doesn't have a toolbox. And at the end, Bob, drugged out of his mind, finds like a toolbox, and he's like, I know why you have a toolbox, because you wanted Teddy to come over and fix it. She's like, yeah, I don't think you'll remember this. And like, she fully killed the dude.
yeah. I love her though.
That's
I love her.
hilarious.
Just like the kind.
Oh, the odor games are one of my favorite, definitely. It's when they have a like a balloon fight
Yeah.
because they wanted to like do a rent strike, and then he like whoever wins will get like a cheaper rent, and then at the end, Bob like makes everyone unite, and Mr. Fisher goes like, I was a landlord that you can talk to and you can affectionately pat on the butt. And then at the end it goes like 99 red balloon floating in the summertime. Oh, haunting. Um. Oh wait, is this the one? Yeah, it's the one where they make a scary house for Louise.
Yeah, and I love that's one of my favorites.
That's such a cute
Yeah,
episode.
it's
Like,
so
cause she's like,
brilliant.
I want to be scared.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you get scared by everything.
Yeah, I want to be scared and then orchestrate a fake house for them, and
And
then
first it's like, coming here, I'm at Bobenstein.
yeah,
And then it turns into like they're in the middle of a cult or something. And
yeah,
then Louise finally starts screaming, and they're like, Louise, Louise. And then
Louise.
she turns around and they're taking a picture of
Yeah.
her. Oh my God, that was so good.
Yeah.
And then we go up to one of my favorites. I mean, I think this is everybody's
Hmm.
in the top 10. Glued, Where's My Bob? Bad stuff happens
Happens
in
in
the
the
bathroom.
bathroom.
Mostly because of the song.
I know.
Mm. Bob actually. Uh, oh my God, this is a great one. It's Valentine's Day. And there's like a few stories like of Jimmy Jr. and Tina are dating at the time, so he wants to trampoline kiss
Yeah,
Tina,
but she has
but she has
diarrhea.
diarrhea, so she can't. So she finds spells to kiss him. And then Bob, wanting to impress Linda, wants to go to dance lessons, ballroom dance lessons, but the teacher's not there, so he ends up in a hip hop dance lesson. See the way I'm dragging my legs? That's hip hop. The other
Teddy
day,
goes, "Oh, that's hip hop."
that's hip hop. The other day, a girl in the store was checking me out. She didn't like my clothing, but hey, that's hip hop. It's the Bleakening. It's a good two-parter. Oh, something old, something new, something Bob caters for you. It's when they do that wedding of those people who very rush their wedding. Oh my God, they're like, and our childhood blankets are here, and everybody gets like a butterfly, but they end up being dead, like in the box.
I do not remember that.
Okay, so it's a great episode because it's a very like they don't have a lot of Bob centric episodes about like his character.
Yeah.
He's like, look at all these like doctors in war zones, like
Yeah.
what they achieved, and I'm
Yeah,
over here kind of doing nothing. And then these two people go like, we want you to cater the wedding because we met each other
Oh, here, yeah.
in your restaurant, and we got and they like know each other for like half a year or something.
Yeah.
And then Linda is very me, like not enough time.
Yeah, don't do it.
And then there's a great song like this. Wedding is my war zone.
Mm.
And I have a perfect Bob voice. This wedding is my war zone. And I'm the doctor in it. I'm gonna cater it to the limit. But they're just the kids have like a competition of who's gonna end up in more pictures,
Yeah.
and it's just
I
a
don't know.
cute
Maybe I
episode.
skipped that one.
Okay,
One point.
it's,
I
it's
really
very
don't
cute.
know.
It has a cute song. Ooh, the Taking of Funtime 123 is a great heist episode
Mhm.
where they try to win the dune buggy.
Oh yeah, love that one.
That's with a plot twist
Yeah.
as well. Ooh.
Plot twist, plot twist.
There's an episode called Just the Trip.
Mm.
Um. Oh, this is a great one. Oh, let's talk about a character. Let's talk about a character.
Okay. Who?
Nat Kinkle.
Nat Kinkle. She's the best.
I want her to be my friend so
I
bad.
know.
I think she'll never find a proper partner
Mm-hmm.
because I think she has a bit of an issue with partners.
Yeah.
But she's the best
She's
friend
the
you
best
could
friend.
have.
Absolutely.
And,
It's like anything you need. Like, yeah, here, I'll show up. There you go.
and she's so like, oh yeah. They're like, how did you find us a place in this restaurant? And she's like, oh, my sensei works here.
Yeah,
Like
just
whatever you have in town, she's like, oh, I know somebody.
yeah. There's
And that's what my grandfather is.
Mhm.
The grandfather that everyone says that is exactly like me,
Mhm.
and I want to be that.
Yeah.
That is like to have your ground so deeply in a town
Yeah.
that you're just like everyone's like they call not a doc didn't finish a doctorate. They in the in the phone book he was Dr. Jim.
Dr. Jim.
Dr. Jim. No, not first and last name. Dr.
Dr.
Jim.
Jim.
And everyone knew who Dr.
Yeah.
Jim was. Was
There
your
you go.
doctor?
No.
It's so funny.
I love that.
Oh my god. One time my cousin, so like he's also her grandfather. She got bullied at school or something, and she didn't want to invite her dad because she was embarrassed. So she called him.
Yeah.
He walked in. He just said, "This is turning into Mother of the Week segment." Like, I think he was not Mother of the Week recently.
Mm.
He just said like, "You see those polls for the flags? If this happens again, points to the kids who bullied her,
Yeah.
taking you by the balls, to the teacher taking you by the balls, and the
Mhm.
principal taking you by the balls,
Mm-hmm.
and you're all gonna hang there by your balls."
Absolutely.
What a man!
What a man. Truly.
He's the best. Ugh. Who reminded? Oh, Nat King Cole is very bad.
Mhm.
Romancing the beef. Remember the cow?
Cow. Remember the turkey?
Fuck you. I love. Okay, the last episode is the Amazing Rudy. That's great.
Yeah.
There's an episode I love is when they did like a parody of Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Even when they do parodies, they're doing parodies of like prestigious things, but it's just about Tina feeling bullied
Yeah.
because Tammy got braces, so she's like, "Oh, my braces are great, but look at Tina's weird shirt."
Yeah.
And it's such like a normal story, and then they also like she's writing her erotic friend fiction, which she
Yeah.
does, and it's like she's a robot, and she's kind of like telling the story of Blade Runner, but about her getting bullied, and it's not like oh my god, I'm getting bullied. Give me an Oscar.
Yeah.
It's very like I don't think the word bullying is ever mentioned.
Yeah. It's just
Because bullying isn't like,
yeah.
taking your head and throwing it in the toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's not it. But sometimes it's just that a character being like, "Your shirt sucks."
Yeah. Yeah. Tina, you're gross.
You're gross. Who did we not talk? We didn't talk about Bob a lot.
We didn't talk about Teddy at all.
Oh, how could we
How
not?
could we not?
How could we not? Teddy is just the nicest guy.
Yeah. He's their repairman, but he's like a constant
Their
customer.
friend.
They
Sometimes
made a
have-
full episode about Bob being like, "I'm killing Teddy." You're killing Teddy?
That's what made me start the show. I saw that video and I was so like, I want to see these two people who love each other so
Yeah.
much. Like, oh my god, I'm killing Teddy. Like he has a nightmare that he's murdering Teddy because Teddy eats so much burgers.
Yeah, that
And
his
the
heart is
doctor
gonna
said that his heart's gonna give up. And then Linda just wakes up like, what? You're killing Teddy? Okay, the car's gassed up.
guess
We
I
can
can
homeschool the kids.
They're just so ready to go. Like, okay, I'm with you.
Me and you are so Bob and Linda.
Mhm.
It's Linda, why are you upset? Is it because I have the good pillow?
It's
It's
fine.
my turn to have it.
It's funny because we do have a good, but we work because you
We
like the
work.
flatter
I
one.
like the flat, cheap. Like
Yeah, and I need a little. I need girth. I need my head to be almost
me
like
too,
sitting
but
up.
not with pillows.
So it's very, but we always call that the good pillow, and then we saw that it was the funniest things. Like,
I posted it on my story, being like, and tagged you. I was like,
yeah,
everybody needs to know this. And even though I hate when teenagers talk about their inside jokes on the
teenagers are
internet,
25.
where you're like, is he peeing?
Yeah, I was like,
No, no, no. I hate it. There's a thing that teenagers do, and I did it too. I get it,
yeah.
but it's like when you have like an inside joke with
Hmm.
people and you post it, and like,
Be like, look how close we are. We have a thing.
yeah, and you constantly, but it's like every single day, like, oh my god, ha ha ha. Like I used to just post like I'm a man, ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Like
for what?
nobody gets it,
Yeah, but this is that was
but that was like
so funny.
so us. That's me and you.
It's my turn to have it.
It's my turn being like so like oh like
Are you upset that I have a good pillow?
it's my turn to have
Mm.
it.
Oh.
What more about Teddy? I love Teddy.
He's just he's obsessed with Bob, kind of into Linda, but in a very respectful, like I'll
Yeah,
keep my distance way.
my
Um,
therapist that some dreams are okay, but I don't need to bring them up all the
the
time.
time.
It's funny because he keeps mentioning it. It's he's such a guy that I feel like I want to be Nat, but I'm Teddy.
Yeah.
Like he was at a therapist office and Bob was glued to the toilet and he just ran away.
Yeah, just hi, pretty boy.
Oh, why do like, I think his something broke and he was calling Teddy and he was like, "Why do I take other jobs?"
Oh,
I want
oh,
I want to talk about.
oh. That's not all. Oh, oh, oh.
Want to borrow my Sade tape?
Stop doing it. Oh. Oh.
It makes my hot dog real.
Real
Um,
second unit. Okay,
um,
Jenny.
I want to talk more about Jen because there's a few scenes like sometimes she's there, but sometimes they call her, and it's they don't think we're dumb.
Yeah.
So there's a scene where she goes like, "No, I wrote it down. Taking care of the children's next week." So it's obviously like every day. Like
Yeah.
she's never gonna be like, "Oh, next
Next
week."
week. Yeah.
But then don't do like a haha, get it?
Yeah.
Like, she has a finger that doesn't work. She has a hot cousin Dave,
Yeah. Hot
and then
cousin.
Tina goes like, "Elaborate." I also Tina with her obsession with men.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Butts,
I have photographic butt memory. I have a lot of stickers on my laptop, and the first stickers I got were Bob's Burgers. Like
Yeah.
yeah, and then when I got the new stickers, I had to go around the Bob's Burger stickers, and the one with Tina thinking about butts is untouched.
Yeah, nobody's touching that. I remember we were doing like who gets what. We were like, I will cut your head open for this one.
I always
I
go
am
like
not.
I always go like it's okay, you can keep it, but like over my dead body.
Yeah, like, to you in my will.
But
But
another Jen moment is she's just on the phone and it's zoomed in on her and she's like, "Oh, I would like to help you, Linda. Unfortunately, I am teaching a class." And then it zooms out and she's in the middle of a class and she's like, "Okay, everybody, take out your graphic calculators."
love Jen.
Jen is the best. Just the way she talks. I would love to be her. I think she's so unbothered. She,
Just living life.
Linda calls her. She's alone on the floor playing Hungry Hungry Hippo.
Hippo.
She goes, "Sure, I can move a few things
It's
around."
around.
Oh my god, it's the best.
No, the show is genuinely like and also it's for if I'm sick and if I'm laying in bed, I'll never feel bad that I wasted a day watching it. It's one of the
I'll never feel ever bad that
ever
I've
bad.
wasted a
It's
day
like
watching.
I will spend the whole day watching the show and feel fulfilled, feel happy.
I'm telling you, and everybody knows, and everybody makes this joke.
Mhm.
I finished the last episode of Bob's Burgers. I turn on the first
Yeah,
one. That's
every time.
it's always on TV
Mhm.
for me because I love it so much, and I'm never afraid of it losing its charm.
Yeah, because it's no matter how many times you see it,
It's
because
still.
we've been through it. We've seen every.
I think at this
time.
point it's 5.
Yeah,
The 5th rewatch for me. And people, when they come from Germany, they always go like, "Oh, what are you watching right now?" And I go, like, like Bob's Burgers, and they go,
Yep.
Like the usual.
Like the
And a lot of people, and it's funny because like for instance, Anis didn't watch it, Amrit
yeah
didn't watch it, but like people who just talked to me once, they're like, I started watching it.
yeah I know
Like Maya and Felix were like I'm watching it now.
yeah
Like I'm saying, like people who aren't in my life
yeah
constantly, I just go, I love Bob's Burgers, and then I like because they usually sleep over at my place.
yeah. So it's like, what are we
So
gonna
I
do?
don't do it like an event. So I'm like, no, like let's watch the Lego Batman movie
Yeah
or Clue, the
yeah.
two big ones. But, that Clue,
The high
Airplane,
class thing.
Airplane, the three
Uh-huh.
big ones. And then it's like you didn't watch Barbie, you didn't watch Legally Blonde.
Yeah. Right. Sit your ass down.
But if it's not like if it's like you're just like family to me, and
hmm
I'm just like, oh, I'm just turning on Bob's Burgers to fall asleep, and then
Yeah.
go like, this is
So funny.
this is so great. And like I said, it's not. I feel like Simpsons is funnier,
Yeah.
but it's and Family Guy is funnier, but
Yeah.
it's not better than Bob's
Yeah.
Burgers.
Because it's such a like, and it, all the jokes are
Even
very.
in Simpsons, they do
You
love
just chill for a two.
in Simpsons they also love each other in the
Yeah.
earlier seasons, right? But it's never to the level of there's Tina crashes his car and he goes like it's okay,
It's a
it's
yeah.
okay, you
You
crashed
did.
the car.
But
You
there's
know,
also it's not
there's
a
moments where
constant.
he goes like Tina, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Yeah.
They burned down the restaurant.
Yeah.
And he's like Tina, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. Like it's hey. 911. How can I help?
Oh my god! Oh my god! The best joke about Tina. Tina has always had stage fright. Say, mommy, mommy.
Say when
Say
cutting
what?
her
She's
bangs.
cutting her bangs and she's doing like Courtney Cox in Scream 3, and she's like, and she's on the phone.
The
The
fire
restaurant's
department.
burning, and she's like, 911. How can I help you? Tina. And it's never like fuck, like you're dumb
No,
or
it's just
something.
being
It's
like,
like,
hurry, Tina,
hurry up,
hurry.
Tina, the fire department, quickly.
Say, mommy.
There's
Oh, it's another. I love another like baby moment with Louise and Linda when it's. She always like talking to Bob.
say
She always
mommy,
liked you better, and
say
it's like
mommy,
say mom, dada,
dada,
say, no,
ma,
mama,
ma,
mama,
ma, da,
dada,
da, da, da.
dada. It's like I
Change
change
your
your
own
own diaper.
diaper. There's also um it's not a it's a visual one, but it's when they have to replace their couch,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, Gene spit up here for the first time, and he's like, no, I didn't. That happened in I don't know New Jersey,
Yeah.
and then it goes like, and Tina used to chew here when she was teething, and it's just such a. It's a great show. We can
It's so
talk a lot
great.
about this show,
Yeah.
but I think talking about the characters here is really important.
Yeah.
Missing out on anybody that we really love. Talked about Jocelyn. We talked about Andy and Ollie. We talked about regular size Rudy. We talked about Gail.
Mm-hmm.
We
Horrible,
can't
horrible woman.
we can't but the
The
best,
best. Love
the
her.
best,
But
absolutely.
horrible.
Oh my God, we didn't mention the best Gail joke, but Gail didn't do it. But
Okay.
it's a um and we could it's a retelling of Pride and Prejudice, and we couldn't get married until our oldest sister got married, but she's so shy. Gail, can you pass the bread? I can't, I'm far too shy.
Too
Can
shy.
you pass the
The
bread?
bread.
I can't, I'm far too shy. I mean, and then when they're like, hello, my name is, she's like, oh, I can't, I'm far too shy.
God, it's so funny.
It's the funniest thing about. And then, by the way, that song when they do like "Buenos dias, como estás," live is like a beautiful. At the end, Gail goes like, "It must be true if it's in Spanish."
Spanish.
So like, yeah,
Yeah. Slay.
oh, she's the best.
We were playing the game yesterday, and I gave him Derek as a
And
for the
that was
last
the
round.
last one, and I was like, "Am I a love interest?" Yeah, in the
Yes.
family, and I went like, Bob,
Bob, Linda,
Linda, Jean,
Louise.
Louise, Tina.
Nope.
I was like, and it did. It's great because it didn't hit me instantly,
Yeah,
and
you're
I
a
was like,
Gail,
Gail, and
and I
you're
was
like,
like,
yeah,
what?
and I was like,
Frond is more of a.
I turned around. I was like, oh, gasp away from you,
Uh-huh,
and
and
then I
then
turned around like,
I wish we had a camera right now. You and me make a way.
oh my
Oh
god. I
god,
was about to say like I gotta rewatch that show, but like I'm
I am. I'm
watching it
currently.
always.
Yeah.
Um, to end on a great note, the movie's great,
Yeah.
and Sunny Side Up Summer
Mm-hmm.
was my song of the summer.
Yeah.
It it pumped me up. It prepared me for life every single day. And the cutest moment of that, I don't know if it's just because they're in the scene together,
Yeah.
but I like to imagine that it isn't. So it's gonna be the sunny side of summer of our life. Yes, we're gonna go for it. It's gonna scare. I forget what there's a. Let me find the lyrics. Talk,
Okay.
talk.
Dog has to poop, probably. Um.
There's a. It's like something about like what's someone gonna happen. Everyone's so Gene, Tina, and Louis say just who I turn out to be,
Yeah.
and Bob and Linda say just who we turn out to be because they're a family. They're not no longer like a singular.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Like such a random detail. You don't
Yeah.
hear it in the song.
Mm.
Yes, we're gonna go for it. It's kind of scary. I'll admit we're gonna kiss and we'll hug and kiss and go berserk. Oh, the movie's great. I love the movie, and it's animated well. It's there's more like they had a bigger budget and everything, so it's
Yeah.
great. Mother of the week,
Mother
mother of the
of
week, who's actually strong.
Okay, who's yours?
No, you do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I was actually gonna do Amala. I haven't done her at all,
Okay.
and it's fun now because we're doing a thing together now. Of
Yeah,
like,
she's going to the gym.
yeah, she's going to the gym. I'm doing yoga. We're doing a thing of like, I'll make like at work, like I'll make breakfast. She makes lunch, and then the next day, she makes breakfast. I make lunch, and we like doing like a little
Wait,
thing.
you make the food at work? You have that little
No, no,
kitchen
no,
thing,
like,
or okay?
oh no, at home, and then we, eat it there. But it's like we're doing it, and it's fun to have someone I can, because it's more of a when you have somebody else do it too. You're like, well, I don't want to be the one
Yeah.
to not. So it's a more of a like, yeah, do it, and
Speak the one.
it's fun. It's fun to because and also what I love about her too, it wasn't like we were sitting on a Sunday, kind of drunk, being like, we should do this, and like, yeah, and then we did it. Like it wasn't just a passing like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, we'll do it, and then nothing
Yeah, we
happened.
do that all the time. The problem is we do like 20 things in a day.
Yeah, and then
Like
we're
we
like,
do 20,
okay,
like let's do this. And
yeah,
we do things eventually.
yeah.
Just, you know.
So yeah, it's fun. She's my
I
mother.
can imagine. Um I have no idea. Just nothing exuberant happened to me
Yeah.
this week. It's just an okay week. What am
Mhm.
I playing? What have I been playing? Tetris can't be mother of two week. Oh, that dog that's with Nala.
Oh,
And
that's
that
cute.
other one,
Yeah,
he's
I love him.
adorable, and I love him, and he genuinely hugs me. I had
Yeah.
an issue recently. You
Mm.
want another dog, and I don't.
Yeah.
I think we don't have the money for another dog. I don't think we have the space for another dog. I think if we
Space
would
I get, money I don't. I gotta tell you. The only thing that will change is a bigger, more food.
and more vaccines and more
Yeah, but that's once a
doctor
month.
appointments or whatever.
Uh,
The thing is like space. If we move
yeah, spaces,
somewhere,
and it's also the dog we currently have will not leave the other dog alone. We know
yeah,
that,
that's
and it's gonna be hell on earth every day.
and one time, and I'm such like I have to be a Grinch here because I'm used to being that. It's like
Because I'm like, no, let's do it. And you're like, can you be an adult? And I'm like, no,
no, John, I want a baby. Do you want a child?
no. But I want a little bitty bitty chubby.
But do you want a child? Especially,
Crush, dream crusher.
do you want a teenagers?
Oh God, I don't want a teenager.
Blood sucker, pain fucker.
God, I don't want a teenager. Is there a return policy?
It'd be a good nanny. Oh, we gotta watch that movie with Brittany Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Laura Linney.
Oh, there you go.
Laura Linney. That's
got
I'm
there.
passionate about that one.
Uh-huh.
I thought I watched it. I'm watching The Big C with Laura Linney. It gets melodramatic, it gets bad. I don't give a shit. Laura Linney is so fun and
Mhm.
she's very Jennifer Garner. I mean that as the highest of applause. Like she's quirky but like naturally so.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like Selena Gomez. Everything comes naturally to her. Wasn't it? It's weird that you were born and married because didn't you come here in the Mayflower? Anyway, Laura Linney is great. She's quirky in a natural way. It's not like you don't. There's women who play quirky characters and just see the pain in their eyes.
Yeah.
But no, she's a woman with cancer, so when she has pain in her eyes, she has pain in her eyes. But she's
Yep.
genuinely like infectingly fun.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, she's not in a lot of things. She's never the main woman, and I would love to make her the main woman. And that's why I'm watching The Big C, even if it gets very shitty.
Yeah.
I love Laura Linney so much, and
Yeah.
I'm not ready for her to die in that fucking show.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
that's it. Well, is it a
right.
2 hour one? Is it over 2 hours and 9 minutes?
Okay. Slay.
Bye.
Bye.